First of all, I want to thank everybody who's been tuning in to Tales.
Y'all know what it is, man. It's Tales from the Jails. We're here live in Partners USA. TNS Media Group is a team and a family. You know, I got my counterpart, Mr. Brahim Jackson, as usual. And we got a special guest here today with us, man. Tell them who you are, man.
Saleem, AKA Healthy Sheik.
Healthy Sheik. So, as you know, man, we speak about, the trials and tribulations of jail. Not to glorify prison in any way, shape, form, or fashion, but to deter the youth or anyone out here who's planning to break law. Let them know that prison is a real destination if you are out here breaking law, for sure. You know, so we got anything you want to say, Mr. Jackson, man?
Or death, one or the other. And death probably be better than going in there.
For sure. So, Saleem, man, where you from originally, man?
Originally, I'm from Nicetown.
Okay.
Rowan Street, born and raised.
Now, for you, getting into crime, I'm assuming you served a substantial amount of time.
Yeah.
And, you know, now you're home free. Now, when did your crime spree, or when did your life in crime begin for you? At what age?
The life of crime began for me at a young age. Started selling drugs about 15, 16.
Mm-hmm.
I started smoking weed about 15, 16. Then started selling drugs about 16, 17, and all the way up until I got locked up at 19.
So, you know, you got locked up at 19. What was your first charge that you were charged with at 19?
Well, my first charge. Well, that wasn't the first time I was locked up, but for the long stretch I did,
Mm-hmm.
that was murder.
Wow. So, but just to rewind a little bit, you was arrested as a juvenile.
Yeah, I was arrested as juvenile. I done went in a couple juvenile placements and all that, boot camps and all that.
And that didn't deter you from doing crime?
No. No, it didn't.
Let me ask you this question, because, you know, we'll be up here. I want to say this too, because I didn't put this disclaimer out there. You can say what you want to say. You can leave out what you want to leave out. You don't want to make it feel like you got to speak about things you don't want to speak about. So, you know, quite a lot of juvenile cases, but you ended up catching a murder case at 19.
Right. That was the wrongful conviction right there. That was wrongfully convicted, second degree.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And it just took 23 years to unravel it.
23 years to unravel it for unlawful conviction or wrongly conviction. Like, what led up to that, man? What led up to this conviction that you talk about? Like, because you already said you was in the streets.
Right. I was in the streets, but we wasn't doing nothing like that. We was just getting money hustling.
Well, let me not to cut you off, but let me back you up, because I be liking to let the audience know about why do we go to the streets? Like, you adolescence, like at a young age, like what was it for you? Because I know I told the audience and the family 1,000 times what led me to the streets at 12, 13, 14 years old, but they want to hear your story today. What led you to the streets to get up to this point to where as though you was wrongly convicted?
What led me to the streets was being influenced by the wrong things in the neighborhood.
So it wasn't poverty?
No, it wasn't poverty. Actually, no.
Are you serious? It wasn't poverty. So you was cool. Go ahead, explain, man. They want to know about it.
We wasn't broke, right?
Because I was broke as shit.
We wasn't broke. We had that's what made my situation a little bit like different. Like, because I didn't have to bang a left, but I still was subject to the same peer pressures of any young black African American living in the hood. Even though your family is doing well, but you still living in the hood,
right?
You're still subject to those same pressures that somebody that's poverty stricken is dealing with the same thing.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. So I was attracted to those, to the neighborhood drug dealers and what it was looking like they was doing. As a young buck coming up through Gillespie Middle School all the way to Simon Grass High School, and then all my influence in my neighborhood. It was, but I didn't have to take that route. I didn't have to take the route of starting to smoke weed, and because at first we were just my clique. We was like party people, right?
Mm-hmm.
We used to hit the little club scenes like every weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. We going to illusions, club illusions, right? We go to fevers,
Dancers.
dances. That was coming dances even while before
Skating, huh?
right now.
Yeah,
It's a whole new name now. But we was doing that. We was that's what we was doing, and then the drugs came and started selling drugs, and then that was then we stopped. I wish we would have just kept on partying, honestly.
Right.
Wish we would just kept on partying.
Let me ask you.
Right.
Now, your family structure. Did you have your mother and your father in your household?
Yes, I had both.
You had both of them?
I had both of them. Now, my family structure is I grew up under the care of my mom, right? And then we had some drug addiction things that came later. My dad, he was a military guy. He was a military guy. So while he was out in the Marines, I believe, and my mom was taking care of us, and so he used to just send them the money. He just send the money, and then when he come home, then we see him, and then I had two sets of families that lived on the same block on Rowan Street. I had my mom's side living on the 1900 Rowan, then my dad's side lived on the 2000 block. So
I noticed that's how it was
Right,
back in the day, because
right.
I just met my family down in North Philly, and all of them live all
that's-
on the second. Yeah, man, I'm like, but goddamn, it's four of y'all for four families on this
Right.
block. Like, yeah, so I understand
So
what you're
I
saying.
just literally go from 1900 to the 2000 block and just go back up, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. So, some issues with my mom's side of the family. That's what they was stricken with the addictions and all of that.
Right.
So then that's when I went up to the 2000 block. My grandma and them was at. They didn't have as many addictions as they had. So
It was a peaceful
it was
household. when you
right,
went in.
right.
Exactly.
It was more structure there than it was there. You know what I'm saying? And then my mom and dad ended up getting divorced. I never seen them. I never remember having them in the same home, right? Because I was too young when it happened. Like I was a baby when he was together in the same home.
Right.
I was the firstborn.
How many siblings you got?
One. I'm sorry.
Beside you?
No, I have one with we got the same mom and dad.
Right.
Only one. Then I got another little brother and another little sister. They
Right.
both got two different fathers.
Right.
But we all got the same mom though.
Mm-hmm.
We all got the same mom. We just got different fathers, except for me and my second older sister.
I
My
like to
second
think that everybody that come from the mom, whether you got a different dad, y'all closer than if you had the same dad and a different mom.
Yeah, because
Do
we
you
all
do you
closer.
agree?
I agree. I agree with
If,
that.
like,
I
you
agree
know,
with
there's a lot of us that
That.
got the same mom but not the same dad, but it'd be like four of us in the family. There's brothers and sisters, but got the same mom, not a different dad. But if you got the same mom, yeah, you that's already locked in.
Right, right. You know what I mean? So so that was my sibling setup. So I don't remember my mom and dad being in the same house because I was so young when it occurred, and then he
Right.
went off into the military, and then the other things transpired with the drugs and alcohol and all that. Then they ended up getting divorced. Then I ended up going up to my grandmama's house, which is on my dad's side.
On the next
On
one.
the next 100, right, right up the street,
Mm-hmm.
So you got to stay there instead of so.
permanently.
Wow. So your mom couldn't take care of you once you.
Well, she still took care because all she had to do was just come right up the street.
Oh, okay. So
Come right
that
up
was
the
your
street.
dad wishes to send you with his mom.
Huh?
So your dad wanted you to go with his mom.
Yes. That was the better, more structured environment, even though it was in the next 100. But the whole household makeup was better than it was in the next 100.
Oh, okay.
That's
Wow,
what-
that's
that was
crazy. That's like night and day. Like just a block away.
Yes.
We
It's
live
literally
like
night
like
and
this
day.
up here, and the block away is a dungeon or whatever.
Come on,
it's-
bro.
it
You know
fall
how
out.
that we live.
Yeah.
You know how we lived.
Yeah,
You was on, your
exactly.
grandma was down there and we was up here and they over there, but it's all in the same vicinity.
Exactly. It was crazy because I'm gonna cut y'all, but my mom's side was like the same way. They was like rough, but my dad's side was full of like people that went to college,
Structure.
That's how it was.
like
That's how it was.
Yeah.
doctors, all types of stuff over on my dad's side. But my mom's side, man, everybody lived in the projects. Everybody was on welfare.
That might seem funny though.
Yeah, the parties was a lot funner. y'all, listen. Everybody can agree. Like those type of parties when they had the hood.
Dollar parties back then.
Yeah, one time.
Because I can agree we all the same age.
Yo,
around the same age.
One time my family clashed. Like they fought.
Each other?
Each side of the family fought. Like
Each other?
The women, yeah.
That's where you know is jumping out there.
Yeah, it was bad.
And this is not, but this is a fact. This is how the hoods is, the ghetto. The ghettos of the United States of America, specifically speaking, Philadelphia. Man, it's crazy, man. But go ahead, man. Go ahead, Sheik. Go ahead, Sheik. Let me know, man. Because the people want to know about you, Sheik.
No, I know, man. They want
to know about why was you falsely convicted, and because sometimes, you know, I never met a dude in prison that was falsely convicted.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm quite sure out that 20-odd something years that you did, that you never met a dude falsely convicted either. Well, I'm not saying quite sure, but you don't run across that. It's not common.
Right. It's not, well, let me see. How can I say this? Prior to Laffy crashing and becoming a DA.
Right.
And then people getting access to the homicide files. Prior to that, you just used to hear everybody saying that they was wrongfully.
Everybody like to say that. I ain't do it. You ain't got a lot of me. I ain't the judge.
Right. And, you know, just look at it as, man, you know, that's just one of the things that
everybody's saying, yeah.
Right, everybody just saying. But when Krasner opened up the homicide files.
Yes, did it.
When he opened up the homicide files, the same dude that you thought he was lying or something, they just know he had double will, double life sentence. Somebody, another dude was on death row screaming the same stuff, and next thing you know, Krasner opened up the homicide files, them dudes was home.
Right, right.
Dudes was home, bro. Same dudes I was looking at it as, man, he just saying it because that's what everybody's saying. No, some of them dudes, that's when it started to become, that's when all of the wrongful stuff was uprooted. And then so now you're looking at everybody differently, like, well, now it's like, well, dude saying he did it, well, he might have didn't because I thought the same thing about I thought the same thing until 2020. I thought the same thing from I went in 2002. I thought the same thing all the way up until 2020.
Wow.
I thought the same thing for
you thought just everybody just saying it's just a common thing for people to say, man, I'm innocent.
Right.
Yeah, everybody say that. When I went there, I ain't did nothing. What y'all got me for? That's your first you know how they say it's a self-preservation and you going in jail when you get caught, whether you did it or not, I ain't do it.
Right.
That's just a natural reaction.
So can you talk about like you know, what happened for you to get locked up? This
is a prime example of being in the wrong place at the wrong time, right? Because
I heard that a lot too. But go ahead and explain.
In the wrong place at the wrong time.
Everybody always say that.
Right. I literally was on my way to purchase marijuana, which I shouldn't have been doing, right?
But why not? Why not?
I mean, because you know, I look at it now. I didn't know no better then. But if I wouldn't have had the marijuana addiction that I had, then I wouldn't even been in the area to be wrongfully identified, right? Because I was going to go grab some tree. Cops come and they end up grabbing up everybody, and then come to find out they grabbed up everybody, bringing people to because somebody got shot about 1.5 miles away. Somebody had got shot. They just was grabbing up people, and they did a wide net, and the net actually went to like Oxford and Levick. There was a little weed strip there back in like
Oxford. Is that in Philadelphia?
Yeah. Up northeast.
Okay, all right.
Up northeast, near
CFCF and all that.
No, it ain't that far.
Not that far. Okay,
it's not that far up. So we thinking the net is about the marijuana, but the net was about the shooting.
Okay,
right? And crazy story. They brung the witnesses from the crime scene. They brung them to where they had grabbed everybody. Just random nets grabbed everybody. They brung the witnesses from the crime scene and asked them, you know, could they identify anybody as, you know, that they seen 1 mile away during the shooting, and took me out the car, put the light all on my face. I'm on Roosevelt Boulevard. I never forget. They put the light on my face. All the witnesses from the crime scene said, no, that ain't him. That was on the night of the crime. That ain't him. Because I wasn't 1.5 miles up there. I was grabbing some tree from right here.
Yeah.
So, but y'all just went and grabbed a wide net because I guess they must have went whatever different ways that they must have went, and they just made a wide net.
Wow.
And
Hey, Sheik, I need you to get into the meat and potatoes of it, like really get into it, like really tell your story, cause you home now and you ain't got nothing to hide.
Right. So when they did that, and it was came, they was like, no, that ain't him. Took me back to the station. Let me go. Let me go. Let me go.
And this person was deceased or was a temp.
Well, at the time, the person died later while I was at the district when they was asking me because I gave a statement saying, you know, I don't know nothing about that. I was up there grabbing some tree, and they let me go. But
and they let you go.
Right, he had passed away while I was in the precinct.
Mm-hmm.
He passed away, and they let me go. So fast forward a month, 33 days later.
Oh, you out there living life now?
I'm
you
home.
back home.
I'm back
you
home.
ain't
I'm
think,
back
you
home.
ain't even thinking of it no more.
Like worrying about it. I'm home at the crib. I'm literally in my crib sleep.
How old was you?
I was 19.
19.
So
a baby.
Yeah, I was a baby still. 33 days later, SWAT hit my door. Boom, hit the door. I was on Philly's Most Wanted. Didn't even know I was on it.
Oh, you didn't even know.
Didn't even know I was on Philly's
you?
Didn't even know I was on Philly's Most
Nobody
Wanted.
told you or
Nobody
nothing.
said,
Like, I seen your face.
No, nobody never said anything. I'm sleeping in my grandma's crib, and SWAT team hit the door. Boom. When he hit the door, I gets up, and I don't know what the hell is going on. All I know is the SWAT's at my door, so I goes to the back door where he hit the alleyway because that's just how I'm conditioned. Right?
Please break that down, man. Because a lot of people think you guilty because of that, but we scared. We run from the police because of our environment.
Right, I'm still in the streets. Right, I'm just, I'm still. I was at the time I was selling drugs around the corner.
Because you could look guilty by running, but no, I'm scared of y'all. Y'all out here doing whatever.
So they hit the front door. Boom. I see it. I'm like, oh snap! I go hit the back. I hit the back. They in the alleyways, with all the equipment on. They got these submachine guns all night. Like they waiting for me to go out the back.
So you see him as you coming out the back.
So I see him as I peep through the blind. I'm like, damn, they in the alley. They in the alleyway. They suited down. They strapped up crazy. So I go down in the basement and hide or whatever. And they end up hitting the crib, come through the front, come through the back. I hear him on the walkie-talkies. They like, he didn't leave out the back. He didn't leave out the back because they got the back covered.
Yeah.
They go downstairs. So they searching the whole house. They get downstairs.
They know you in here.
They know I'm in
there,
there, right?
Yeah.
Well, they think I'm in there,
okay,
right? So I hide in a little cubby hole or whatever. They come down. They ended up finding me.
Mm-hmm.
Boom. So they say, so they got all their gear on and all that. So all of a sudden I see like a little, all the SWAT, they make like a little, they making room for somebody to come through.
Yeah.
And it's the detective, right?
Homicide detective.
Homicide detective. Detective Dennis Duzak.
Dennis Duzak. Shout out to you, Dennis Duzak.
Detective Dennis Duzak, right?
Dennis Duzak. Crazy name.
Sound like he locked niggas' ass up.
What?
But go ahead.
That's exactly what he do.
His name his name is all in them homicide files for doing all types of corruption. But he come through.
And this is a Caucasian man or African American?
White.
Wow.
White. He comes through the crowd. They move. They make room for him. He come through. He the only one with a trench coat on. He got the trench on.
Mm.
He like you ain't gotta tell us nothing. Your cousin told us everything. What?
This is what he say. As soon as he ain't ask you your name or nothing. This is what he say first.
You ain't gotta tell us nothing. Your cousin told us everything, right? So
we know it's you.
We know it's you, right? Your cousin told us everything, right? So they take me to 8th and Race. I get my phone call and all that. Call my people. My people's already know what was going on. So then next thing you know, I went straight to CFCF. I think I went straight to CFCF. I think. And
what year was this?
This was 2002.
2002.
2002. I was already in the feds. Okay.
May to 2002. Boom, I'm there. So now I'm on quarantine with my cousin. I'm on quarantine with my cousin.
You and your cousin on quarantine. Wow.
Man, my cousin's on quarantine.
Blood cousin.
The one that he said, you don't got to tell us nothing. Your cousin told us everything. When he put me right on quarantine, I was on the block with him.
You see him.
So
after this statement, this who you see next.
The next,
wow. I can only imagine what's going through your mind.
Well, because I didn't, the dude that didn't tell me nothing outside of that. And I know that I had nothing to do with the case. So it's like, what could my cousin have told you? Because
if I ain't do it, what the fuck is he saying?
Telling you. What could he have told you, right? So I don't got no paperwork yet, because I'm fresh on the joint. I don't got no paperwork yet.
You ain't with the preliminary yet.
Right. I'm first day, CFCF, I don't have nothing. I'm on quarantine. I see my cousin. Now, we lining up to eat. We lining up to eat.
When I'm quarantined, you know how that shit get on the blocks. We lining up to eat, right? Boy, every nigga on quarantine like this. Yo, come on. Yo, let's get it. Boy, that quarantine trip is a motherfucker when child time.
No. So I seen him. He don't see me though. So I wait till we get our food and all that. So I see what cell he went in. Okay. Buck traffic, go right in the cell. Man, cuz what's up? He say, oh man, I ain't even see you. What's going on? He ain't saying nothing about what's going on.
He knows something like, yeah.
Like he don't know what's going on. So I said, damn, I end up getting locked up for the murder, and the only thing they said was, we don't gotta tell you, you don't gotta tell us nothing. Your cousin told us everything, and they talking about you. He say, man, I don't know what the hell they talking about. I ain't never said nothing. I don't know I don't know nothing to say nothing. I said, yeah, I know you don't know nothing to say nothing. So I'm trying to figure out why did he to say that?
Mm-hmm.
He said, man, I don't, they just be saying stuff, just to try to throw you off the trail and all that. But why would they mention you though?
Let me ask you a question. What was your cousin in there for? Do you know?
He was in there for he was in there for he took some weed. Some weed. He had got locked up for burglarizing somebody house or whatever, right? But it was treating the house. So he ended up getting locked up for that.
Is he the same age as you, or older, younger?
Same age, but couple months. He got me by a couple months.
Okay.
So I don't got no paperwork, and I just he said everything he said, or whatever. So all right, cool. I took him at his word, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right, bet. So we busted up. We still talking and all that. So I'm just telling him about how it was when they came in the kick door and all that. That's the first time that ever happened to me.
So you telling him because he don't know.
Right.
Evidently he don't know.
I'm like, man, that was like the most craziest thing I've experienced, man. Like it traumatized my grandpa. You know what I'm saying? One of the last things, my grandpa ended up passing away while I was in prison.
Oh, I'm sorry.
He ended up passing away while I was in prison. But one of the before he passed away, he had a stroke, right?
Sorry to hear that.
And he only remembered a few things. He remembered me. He remembered what happened when the SWAT hit the house. And he always say
he was there when the SWAT hit the house.
He was there when it happened. So it was so traumatic of a situation for him
that it stained his brain.
That even after the stroke, he remembered that.
Exactly.
Right?
It was imprinted on his brain.
He remembered that, and he remembered that he used to always ask my grandma, he used to always say, is Devin home yet? Is Devin home yet?
Wow.
Is Devin home yet? And they used to always tell him like, no, not yet, but he coming. So like so I was explaining that to him, like that was a very, very traumatic situation. For me, I never been wanted by the police before like that. SWAT never been looking for me before. Like, you know what I mean? So it was a crazy experience.
At 19, I can only imagine.
It was a crazy experience when they had, they come down with them submachine guns and all that. And I was young. I was 19, so they right and my friends come up from under the joint. If you don't come up, you gonna kick, all that. They was saying all that. I'm like, damn, all right, cool. So I told him all that. Boom. So I said, all right, so we done talked so long, it's time to go lock in now.
Mm-hmm.
He locks in. So I'll be down there in the morning. I'll just be down in the morning, just come back to the cell so we can finish hollering at him. And when I went down to his cellie was a white boy. Went down to his cell. He said, his cellie was like, I don't know who he was, but they came and got him. And it was like higher up people that came and got him.
Mm.
Yeah, I was like, what you mean? Like, he's like, they came and got him early in the morning. Cause I came as soon as the gates cracked. I came, boom, I shot down there. He gone. Say like, yo, he gone. They came and got him early. Like higher up people, like they came and got him real early, and there was a lot of like staff that came and got him.
Wow.
So put two and two together. They came and got him because they realized
that he was on the block with
that
you.
he was on the block with me.
Mm.
Right? He knew what he did. I just didn't know yet. Right? He knew what he did. I just didn't know yet. But
Wow.
they knew that it was a conflict. Right?
Mm-hmm.
So he gone. I hit the jail. I hit population. I done been in every block.
Now you ain't on quarantine no more.
I'm not on quarantine no more.
Release the helms.
Right, I'm in CF now. I'm in every block across the daggone every block. I've been on every block in CF from 2002 to 2005.
How was it? How was CF at that time?
CF, it was wild, man. Gladiator school, man, for real.
Mm.
It was like the gladiator school. Like,
and you never been in the county before in that type of environment before?
No, I did one little bit earlier, and I was over the house corrections for like 30 days.
Mm-hmm.
And then I got out, and that was the only time I ever hit state road. So now I'm in the jail. Gladiator school, man.
You dug in now and everything.
Dug in. It's dangerous, right? But most of the guys I know today is from there. You know what I'm saying? Most of the guys I know today, the ones that's still alive, the ones that's
Me too.
Right. Most of them I met from there, right? And I'm in every jail. Every block. All the the COs and all that or whatever. And it was gladiator school. I think I still say this to the day. I think that the county was more dangerous than the state.
Mm.
That's what I think.
So let me ask you this: what was your? All right. Well, first I want to ask you this. So your cousin leave. So you no longer see him no more after the day. So you still don't know if he did. Well, he said he didn't. So I'm assuming at a young age, I'm gonna take his word. It's my cousin. Them people lying. Right. I already know how that shit go. So now, how are your days leading up to your preliminary and your trial? Now, like you said, you was on every block in there. So that if you was on every block, that's telling me that you was doing some shit. You was involved.
I grew up in there.
Yeah.
I grew up in there. Grew up in there. From me, like, they gave me a public defender because I ain't had no money, right?
Yeah.
They gave me a public defender. The public defender was like, I went on a visit with him, the legal visit and all that. Public defender, like,
official visit,
right? He say, look, they got a deal for life on the table. You might as well go and just take that. Because they're gonna be seeking the death
penalty. Let me
penalty.
stop you again, but you can say that again for the audience to hear you, the family to hear you. What was your deal?
Life. They got a deal for life on the table. You need to take because they're gonna seek the death penalty. Yeah.
At 19 years old, man. This is how a lot of 19-year-olds family get tricked because you don't know no better. You like, death penalty.
I ain't do that. I ain't do that crime.
I'm looking at him and I say, well, listen.
But what made you not take the life? Because the motherfuckers would take that. Like, man, don't kill me.
I know a lot of people that did that, yo, because they don't have the knowledge. They didn't have the knowledge. But this one youngin', man, it's crazy because I left him up mine hole. His name was Usama. I think his name was Usama. And his name ain't Usama no more because he ended up apostating or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But he had the same type of situation where the PD came up there, told him, look, you gotta take this deal for, I think it was like 30 to 60 or something.
He took it.
He took it, bro. He took it. Then when I, looked at his case, I'm like, man, it was a way out for you on that joint.
Mm.
But he didn't know. He was young. He didn't know no better. He was scared.
A lot of us go through.
They gonna seek life if you don't, So he looked at it like I could do 30. I'm only 19.
But that ain't
he's
cool,
still up
bro.
there today. He's still
Still
up there
did a day.
today doing 30, bro. Still did a day doing 30. Well, he is coming down now because we both was booked at the same time. So he said, I could 23 now, 24. So he got about 6 years left. He's walking it down. Right? But
walk it all the way down.
Quoting from the young buck, they caught him, hit him with that same John. So when the PD told me that, I'm like,
take
all right,
life.
All right, well, I don't really got nothing else to say to you. You could go ahead and leave. I'm not taking no deal for no life on the case I had nothing to do with. I'm not taking no deal for no life.
At least you had that kind of conscious thinking, because
Like,
one out of every 25 probably had it.
Mm.
So did that, and that was the last time I seen the PD. So when I get back to the block, my heart is my grandma, right?
Yeah.
Called my grandma, boom. Somehow had the same phone number forever.
Yeah, all old people.
She was one of them type, right? Got the same phone number forever.
Mm-hmm.
Called her. Look, I just came off the legal visit, and the public defender came to see me. They talking about they got a deal for life, and because they seeking the death penalty, and my grandma said, "You ain't take that, did you?" I said, "No, hell no." She's like, "All right, she's like, all right, we're gonna get you a lawyer, right? But we gonna get you a lawyer, right?"
But I don't think that people really understanding the significance. The deal is life. The rest of your existence inside of a penal system with all men, that's your deal.
Life.
Like, that's a real live heavyweight. But go ahead, bro.
So what your grandma said again? Go ahead. What she said?
She said, you ain't take that, did you?" I said, "No, I ain't take that." She's like, "Okay, we're gonna get you a lawyer." So while they, figuring out how to get the lawyer. Now I wasn't Muslim yet.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't Muslim yet. Right? I think I just took my shahada like a couple months after that. Yeah, I took my shahada like a couple months after, because I was still dealing with my little addiction and all that.
Mm-hmm.
And all that. I
We go through that.
Dealing with that until I took my shahada. Then I stopped. Man, I just cold turkey. Literally ain't no drugs, no alcohol for, let me see, from the middle of probably like October 2002.
Mm-hmm.
That's probably the last time.
Until now.
I got out, right? That's probably the last time. Right now. Alhamdulillah, I was able to shake those. So while my people was just, scrambling, trying to give me a counsel, y'all ain't gonna believe who Allah dropped on me for counsel, pro bono.
Because you can get some good lawyers pro bono.
David Meshach?
Yep.
Shout out to D-Mac.
Shout out to Dave Meshach, man. When I seen y'all had him on the drink, I met him not too long ago, probably like 2 weeks ago. Yeah. No, probably like 2 months ago.
Shout out to D.
And
Meshach.
I was down at the courthouse. I was down at the courthouse supporting one of my other brothers that's trying to come home now. And he was I saw him come out one of the other courtrooms, and when I seen, every time I see him, I say, "Man, you look like a
mob boss.
What you call it?
He stays
Keanu Reeves.
Yes.
Keanu Reeves.
Mixed with something else,
though. You look like Keanu Reeves off of Constantine. Every time I see him, I think he's like Keanu Reeves off of Constantine.
Yes, he do.
And that's back, and I was his first murder case.
Wow.
I was his first murder case. No, it was his first, second, or third. I was his first.
Because y'all had me.
No, yeah, I was about to say, I had Dave
I was like
Meshach and I went to jail in 98 with 2 homicides. I had Dave Meshach.
Well, then I knew I was in his first couple.
Exactly. That's when he was just starting out.
He just started.
He was a kid.
Yes, he was.
I told Dave the last time we seen him, I said, man, we got you all that money that you got, man. So let me get a couple of dollars, man. Shout out to Dave Meshach and the whole firm down there, man, with Brian McGonigal and Fortunary Pearly.
So now the court appointed me David Meshach. I don't know. Only lawyers' names I knew about that was ringing back then was
Lucivino.
They was the big dogs.
McMonigal, Shabazz, all the what's the bull
Dennis Kogan and all
Dennis Kogan, yeah.
Dennis Kogan was the boss, that body snatcher back then.
Yes, he was. DC, right? DC. What you call him? Had DC out there. Heads and all them, right?
You had to have some money. Had DC.
Right, they had them. So now I'm on the block with Kabani Savage, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he already know about them lawyers, right? He know about all them names. He knew who Meshach was before I did, right?
Okay.
So when I come back, when I get the letter saying that I got Meshach as my lawyer, I give it to him. Like, this what they gave me. Like, who dude? He looked at the drum and he said, yo, he called like 4 people over. He was like, yo, this boy just got Meshach for free.
For free. Yeah. Don't that be? I know you sit there like, oh, what y'all talking about?
That's Kabani Savage today.
Right.
Yeah.
I said, what do good or something? He was like, he in the beginning, but everybody said he's a dog.
Super.
Say he's a dog, man. He's a dog. And I witnessed it firsthand. I got convicted on my 3rd trial.
Oh, don't go all the way up there yet.
Yeah, I just let you know how much of a dog this boy was, man.
Yeah.
I had 2 hung juries. I mean, I got convicted on my 3rd trial, but I had David Meshach, man. The court appointed me David Meshach, so that's what Allah blessed me to not have to pay those lawyer fees. Right. Mm-hmm. I mean, so so I ended up getting Meshach, and his representation was top notch.
Superb.
Let's talk about the trial, the first trial, and how was that for you going there?
Okay, I finally get my discovery.
Did you go to preliminary yet? Because you're gonna get your discovery at the preliminary.
I went to the preliminary. Hold on. Let me back up and rewind. I got to do these lineups. Meshach, once he got on the case, he ordered lineups.
Yeah.
Okay. He ordered lineups.
Because y'all can get it thrown out right then and there.
He ordered lineups. Now, mind you, it was like 7 or 8 witnesses, right? And he ordered these lineups, and it's like,
explain what a lineup is, because a lot of the audience don't probably know what's a lineup.
A lineup is when, if your lawyer requests it, that's when he's trying to get the witnesses. He's trying to put you in a lineup with other people who have similar features to you, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he want to put you in that lineup to see if the witnesses can identify you
exactly
prior to trial, right? And so Meshach ordered the lineups. It's like 8 witnesses. 2 of the 8 identified me, right? 2 of the 8 identified me. So I'm trying to figure out, like, how did they identify me at all? When the night of the crime, y'all said it wasn't me. I didn't forget that.
Mm-hmm.
Remember the night, they was like, no, that's not. That's why they let me go. So how all of a sudden days. Now, right, 33 days later, now all of a sudden, see, what the homicide file revealed was that Dennis Duzak kept showing them my photos multiple times leading up within that 33 days.
Staining their brain with your image.
Right. So now when we get to the lineup, now it's
easy.
Even then it wasn't, because only 2
out of 8. That's
right?
a hell of a win. Yeah.
But that's enough to.
But
hold
that's all you need. That's all you need, even if it's one.
That's enough to hold it over, right? And that was so. I had to go pick people up. I had to go pick people from the jail that I wanted to do the lineup with me, right? I ended up picking my man Saleem Bay, right down South Philly.
Slick, shout out to
shout out
Slick.
Slick, man.
Slick Bay,
Hey,
stand
free
up.
Slick, man.
Free
Slick,
Hot
man.
Bay, too.
Yeah, free Hot too, man. My man Slick in the bucket right now.
That's
man.
my boys,
Yeah,
though.
man. So so I ended up picking Slick. I ended up picking. It was a few people. My celly at the time was somebody named Gaddafi from Ice City. The twins, they was down there. So it was a great. So I ended up picking all these people to go on the lineup, and so it was the two of the 8. So that was enough to hold it over. So get my discovery, and there's the statement from my cousin.
After he said, "No, I don't know what you talking about, cuz."
There was the statement. Yes, I was on C2 too. Yes, I was C2 with Bonnie. Yes, I was. That's C2 right there. Right. I was on C2 with Bonnie. Right, and so get the statement. My cousin's statement is in there. He got the longest statement. I don't know why he decided to say what it is. He said, kind of find out he was he knew the witnesses and like he knew them, right? So somehow, some way, they got on to him, and then he used me as a deflection.
Damn.
That's how it always go.
Your own cousin.
He used me as a deflection. It was some jealousy things that was attached to that. I mean, because I'm just likable, right?
Oh, yeah.
I'm just likable, and so when let me fast forward a little bit, then I'm gonna come back. Fast forward 2015, 14. I run into him. I run into him on Red. I run into him on Red. And I said, no, I'm sorry. 2012. I'm sorry. Fast forward to 2012. Somebody up Dallas hit me up. Said, yo, I think your folks here. Said, yeah.
Your cousin.
Yeah, your cousin here. I said, yeah.
So you was at Dallas too at the time?
No, I was at Monhoy. I spent all my time in Monhoy.
You might know Hands and all them.
Yes.
You
know Hands?
Yeah,
That's my
no, for sure.
That's our brother.
For sure. You know me.
Yeah.
Nah. So somebody from Dallas said, yo, I think your folks here. I said, yeah. Because last time I checked, during the first trial, he said that he feared for his safety, so they put him in witness protection. Boom, put him in witness protection. They put him somewhere else, and I don't know where he was at. So when I hear that the last thing I know is he's in witness protection, 2002. So I'm upstate. I got convicted. I got life without parole. All right, so I'm never going home. 2012, I find that my man hit me, say, I think your folks here. So yeah, how? He must have got locked up. So he ended up getting locked up for a drug case that violated his probation. They sent him there.
Some goofy shit.
Sends me there. So I'm going down for arbitration at the same time he going down for his case. And this is a strategy, man, for anybody who thinking like who the average thought is if you get close to him, you hurt him. That's the average thought.
Yeah, for sure.
The average thought. He did that when I see somebody say, man, you got snuff him and all that. You got crush him.
Yeah.
You got crush cuz and all that. That wouldn't have been smart of me. Right? And why I'm saying that wouldn't have been smart of me is because I became a paralegal up there. I became a paralegal.
Wow.
Right? I became a paralegal. As soon as I got into jail, one of my somebody from the streets, you know how old heads be keeping contact with the streets? So they already knew I was coming. So when I got there, always said, yeah, your old head told us to look out for you. You got life and all that, right? Yeah, well, you need to go ahead and get your ass in that law library. ASAP from the rip. So like my first year, I played around, did the ball and all that, right? Because I was a baller. Did the ball and all that. And then after that, it was I started seeing people go home and all that. Then I got right in the law library. from the rips. So I became a paralegal, and I knew what the legal studies taught me was that I need to get an affidavit from him more than breaking his face.
Exactly. Exactly.
I need to get an affidavit from him.
And tell them what an affidavit is. A lot of people is not aware what an affidavit is.
An affidavit is where a person is either recanting his testimony or his statement.
Mean taking it back.
He's taking it back, or he could also be providing some new information that's not necessarily could be counted as a recantation, because recantations are inherently unreliable under the laws of Pennsylvania. So when a person coming there recanting, the judge has already got a bad look on it. Like you had to say something real compelling
to make us believe
for me to take this back, right?
Yeah.
So you gotta come up with a combination of, you gotta come up to where it's not only a recantation, but it has to have
solid
something compelling in it, right?
Exactly.
It has to have something compelling to trigger the judge to say, take another further look.
Mm-hmm.
So once I became the paralegal, and I focused on, all right, if I ever was to see him again, I need to get him to do an affidavit. That's what ended up coming out from it that was compelling was that Duzak and them had added stuff to his statement. They added stuff to his statement because he didn't know what the hell happened.
Wow.
Right? He didn't know what that, because I didn't know what the hell happened, right? So Duzak and them had added stuff, facts from the case to his statement to try to make it look like, because he said that I told him these things, and then he told them that, right? But
so he wasn't the actual witness. He just said he
wasn't the witness, right?
Okay.
He wasn't even a witness his damn stuff. So
so we on his ass now.
So you got to put something has to be in there that was compelling, right? And what was compelling was the part about when he finally admitted that they added stuff to his statement. He said, I didn't know X, Y, and Z. I didn't know that. I didn't know that.
That's compelling right there.
They added that to there. I didn't know that. Oh, okay, all right, bet. So he ended up doing the affidavit. And then as it took years, let me see, I filed my PCRA. I think I might have had the longest PCRA petition that was pending. My PCRA was filed in my PCRA was filed October 2007.
So was this after a conviction, or was this
after I was convicted? I'm sorry, I got convicted in 2005.
Okay.
That's my first hung jury was April 2003. My second one was November 2003. Then I got convicted December 2004.
How many days did you go to trial for?
I went to trial. My first trial was the longest. First trial, but that was the longest. It was 14 days.
That's a long trial. That's a long trial. You be tired going back and forth to court all day, and
they put in all the witnesses. They got a lot of witnesses, even though it wasn't. As we went from trial to trial, looking back on it, the DA was getting sharper and sharper.
Everybody gets sharper. Your lawyer and the DA.
She started narrowing down her witness list.
Yeah, I might lead these people out. This happened with y'all on y'all indictment. Yeah.
She started narrowing down the witness list, started chopping it down.
Everybody that ain't making no sense. Get out of here.
Right, exactly. Right. So, then we got to the second trial. This one they started throwing the deals out. First it was no deal. Then after the first hung jury, it wasn't no deal. Then after the second hung jury, then the deal started to come.
Because they see you ready. They see you got some wiggle room there.
20 to 40. 20 to 40. No. Duzak, bring it. It's 20 to 40. I mean,
what made you not want to take it?
Sheik, bring it.
He was innocent.
I was innocent.
Because I know a lot of people that took deals that was innocent.
No, for sure.
And I know you do too.
That's what I was about to say. I know a lot of people that's upstate that took deals that was innocent, but because they feared getting convicted and then spending forever trying to give it back.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So I just was, now I wasn't privy to all that, right? I'm just looking like, man, I'm not taking no damn deal. I still got what I got. I still got liquor on my breath. I'm still fresh off the streets.
Yeah.
I'm not, even though I'm getting dug in the jail, but I'm still fresh off the streets. I ain't ready to take no deal. I'm not ready to take no deal. So 20 to Meshack bring the 20 to 40. I said, what you think? He said, I think we're gonna beat it. Just but it's up to you to make the.
But he
decision.
got to bring a deal.
He got
too.
it.
Right.
He got to bring that to his attention.
Said, I wouldn't. He said I wouldn't take it. But I still got to bring it to you. All right, no, I'm not taking that. Let's go. We went back in. Boom, second joint. Never hung jury.
How many days? How many days was this one?
That was like 12 days.
That's still a long time.
That was 12 days.
Yeah.
It's a long time.
That was 12 days. When I got convicted, it was 8 days. But 12 days. Boom, he could come back. All right, they got 15 to 30. No. All right.
They trying. Yeah.
They got 10 to 20.
You still sitting up.
No.
You know, a lot of men done took that, man. Like, man, I'm getting out of the way, man.
So they come 9 to 18.
I might have took that.
But hold on.
Not guilty or
Hold
nothing.
on. Now they peeking my joint, right?
You tail wagging.
Now I'm like, well, hold on. How far can we take this, right?
Yeah.
So I say now
You still got Meshack.
I still got Meshack. So he like, well, he said, all right, I'm gonna go back to him and I'm gonna see if they could come any lower. Now at the time I was just about almost up on my near 3 years in the county. And Heads and them, they went home, right? They went home, right? Because we was locked in down there together. They went home. So now I'm thinking like, all right. So one of the things that Heads told me was, don't be all high, hell strung on not taking the deal, even if you
Because they'll cook you.
do it because they'll cook you, young. They'll cook you. Then you be fighting forever trying to get it back.
Yeah. Shout out to Heads, James Drayton. Shout out.
James Drayton. Yep. Can't forget that name. When you get with me, man. You go see this, man. Get with me,
Shout
man.
out.
Right. Let me get a little backstory about how I met him, right? If I can. I was the muezzin on the block. I was on 824. I was the muezzin.
Muezzin means for the person who calls the Muslims to the prayer.
Right now. And he had got transferred to CFCF from Pick. Got transferred to CFCF from Pick. Now, I didn't know him. I heard of him. His name preceded him. But I knew
Rudolph.
Sherm, Rudolph. Right.
6th Street, yeah.
Right.
Shout out to them good men.
Them, right? I knew all them. Because they was over CFCF with me. And
Lob.
so, right. So when his came on the block, I didn't know who he was. I just see that everybody had flocked to him. I go, all right, bet. Boom. So, I ain't the Joe type. You know what I mean? So, I was calling it down out the multi-purpose room door, and he was coming in the multi-purpose room praying with us. Like, he was coming in the multi-purpose room praying with us. And he's a smart man. You know what I mean? Let me tell you why he's smart, right? Who time he's watching me, right? Because he knew that they was on his top, meaning the administration. So they shipped him from here to there, so they watching him. His movement was limited. My movement wasn't. I was the return worker, the laundry man, the barber, because I cut hair too, and I did and I handled the stuff in the library. So I literally was doing all of that. So he saw all of my movement, and he was thinking the whole time, all right, how can I need his legs, right? I need his legs.
Tell them what legs is. They don't know what the legs is.
Legs is, I need somebody with legs that can get on and off this block to handle certain things that I necessarily can handle because they on my top.
Because I can't go off the block.
Right. So one time he come to my cell. Where he come to my cell. He never came to my cell before. We just go in the multi-purpose room and pray. And then, we probably bust up on the block with it, but he never came to my cell. So he was watching me. He saw I had the legs. And came to my cell, and he was like, he gave the salams and all that, and he was like, make a call. He had a phone. Make it. You only need to make a call. I said, make a call. What? So he pulled the phone out. Bang, make a call. I'm like, oh, all right, bet. Boom. So I called one of the little shorties I was talking to back then.
First thing a nigga do. He ain't care about no mom, grandma, none of that. Girl, where you at?
So he gave me the phone and all that. So then that's when he started telling me who he is.
Yeah.
Who he was. I'm like, yeah, I mess with your rappies. I heard about you, but it's the first time I actually, meet you. He's like, well, listen, I see you got the legs. This one they was taking all of the outlets
Out the cells.
out the cells. So he needed somebody to charge his phones up.
Mm-hmm.
So he said, look, I got 3 phones. He had 3 phones.
One man.
3 phones. One man with 3 phones, right? And my bad for getting you in trouble with Shorty too, man. I ended up, well, he told me, listen, if somebody call the phone, don't answer it, right? Told me, don't come and call the phone.
Answered
I answered the phone. It's some other chick asking, because one of the chicks was trying to find out if he was talking to other chicks on the phone. Right?
Yeah. That's how I go, man.
So I said, and she wasn't sure whether or not she found out that he might got another phone.
Yeah.
And so she thought that was the number. I should just follow his orders.
But you said
so when she called, I forgot because I was on the other line with a chick. So when she called, she's like, "Can I speak to his?" I'm like, "I got the phone right now."
That's how I've been.
I got the
I've
phone
been in that situation
right now,
quite
man.
a few times.
I got the phone right now. She was like, "All right," and she hung him right up.
She do. She
had everything, all the information that she needed.
Yeah,
because she was under the impression that he only had one phone, the phone that she called him on.
Exactly.
Right? So I blew that whole journey. He came in the cell the next morning, man. Like, why you answer the phone, man? I told her to answer the other line, man. I was like, my fault, man. Now she know I got another phone, and she tripped about that XYZ. But anyway, so he ended up giving me the phones and all that. So I was taking them, charging the phones, bringing them back, charging them, and bringing them back, charging them, and bringing them back. And one day, I was bringing them back in the laundry bag, because I had laundry too. So I bring it back. I always put it in the bottom of the laundry bag, inside of a gray pouch. So I was rocking like that for like 2-3 months. All of a sudden, this sergeant boy, he was in the bubble. He looking. I guess they were just watching, being as though they was watching heads. They seen me and him start connecting.
They right on your line.
So they like, he doing something.
Mm-hmm.
It's my me.
That's how it goes.
He doing something. But they
guilty by association.
Right. The next thing you know, I'm coming back with the clothes like how I normally do.
Get over here.
Come here. What's up? Dump that out. Dump out what? Dump the clothes out on the floor. I said, these clothes are clean.
Yeah, why I'm putting them on the floor?
I'm dumping dirty clothes out on the floor. He said, dump the clothes out on the floor, or you want me to dump it out for you? All right, good. So I dumps it out. Boom. So I see the gray pouch, right? So I'm trying to kick it over to the side, like underneath the clothes, like what you look? He said, what's that in there? I'm like, what? He's like, what's that right there? I was like, what? So I'm kicking my feet around it, like, what you talking about? What? What's that right there? So he gets up and grabs it. He grabs it. Once he grabbed it, that was a wrap. He grabs it. He opens it up. There's three phones and the charger. So Sergeant Bull started tweaking. He looking left. He looking right. He started sweating. Like he literally he acted like he found a gun. He started sweating everything. He started going for his walkie-talkie. He didn't know what. He was just like, oh my God. Oh. And I'm looking at him like, why you acting like you ain't never
see a phone before?
Well, we never see a phone before, even though there was 3 of them. But he acted like it was a major bust. He would start sweating and all that. So they ended up taking me to the hole, and I was literally the first person that got charged under the electronic device act in the
because
county.
they wasn't doing that.
They wasn't doing that. I was the first person, man. The first person that get charged with that when they came out with that electronic communication in the prison. I was the first person to get charged. They call it a breach of security. When I came down there, when I went to court for that, the clerks and all, they like, you the first one. You the first one. Wow. The ladies, you the first one. So man, shout out to his, man. I that ain't hurt me, man. But yeah, man. So so I get my discovery. His is the longest. His statement was that the longest statement was his. It come to find out they ended up adding all the stuff to his statement. Fast forward, I ended up getting the affidavit from him later on, years later. And then when my PCRA went from 2007 all the way to 2017. So my PCRA process lasted 10 years.
Damn.
It lasted 10 years. So, people be having 5 to 10s. I did a decade on PCRA stage.
Wow.
I did a decade on PCRA stage. So that's just for y'all youngins out there, man. Y'all pushing that pistol and all that. When you get that PCRA and all that, I hope you never had to experience it, man.
Tell them what PCRA
that's right.
is.
Tell 'em what's
PCRA,
it.
the PCRA is the Post Conviction Relief Act. What the Post Conviction Relief Act is what you used after your direct appeal is exhausted. Nobody normally wins on direct appeal, right? And you normally gonna get your rhythm from the Post Conviction Relief Act. But what that also means is that you got to spend a considerable amount of time in prison in order to go through all those stages.
To get to that point.
You right. Your direct appeal gonna be over within your first year. Then the PCRA gonna last the longest.
And a direct appeal is when you get found guilty.
Right. And there's only trial court errors and prosecutorial misconduct. That's the only thing that they looking at. Unless you got some new evidence. They're gonna tell you to defer till you get to PCRA anyway. So so my PCR process lasted from 2007 to 2017, and Krasner came into office 2019, and my lawyers, Brett Grody and down at the Abolitionist Law Center, they the ones that represented Derek Lee in that case that got the second degree life without parole turned over. They was those attorneys. Those were the attorneys who helped me get my life back. You know what I'm saying? So from 2007 to 2017 was when I went through that whole appeals process. Then McCracken came in office 2019. My lawyers got access to my homicide file 2020, and not only did my cousin get that affidavit saying that they did all the stuff and all that. Kind of find out. He had a mental problem also, right? He was diagnosed with schizophrenia.
I was just ready to say that.
Diagnosed with schizophrenia, paranoid personality disorder. That's a new thing. Crazy thing about that case, crazy thing about that diagnosis is the Pennsylvania Supreme Court had validated that type of diagnosis as falling under the Brady line of cases, right? Meaning, if the state know that this witness is being diagnosed with paranoid personality disorder, the state is obligated to turn that over to the defense.
Wow.
And that was in 2022 when that case had came down. So while my lawyers are going through the homicide file and they finding all of this evidence, right? They find evidence that it's somebody else that did it and all that. They found all that in there, right? And when they found the paranoid personality disorder thing, they didn't know what to do with that piece of evidence at first. Cause they like, all right, we think it's Brady material because it goes to the credibility of the witness and whether or not he could have maintained, whether or not he could have maintained like a clear recollection of the events when it was taking place. So they didn't know how to actually handle that until that case came down.
Oh,
when the,
wow.
when the Pennsylvania Supreme, so my lawyer had found out. So they had called me on a conference call, and he was like, "We didn't know what to do with this piece of evidence until this case just came down from the Pennsylvania Supreme Court saying that this exact evidence is Brady material, the exact evidence, yo." So I had we was in front of DeClaudio. We was in front of Judge DeClaudio. We was in front of him, and then we had an agreement with the district attorney, and once they got all the evidence and all that stuff lined up and all that, they was like, "Listen, we don't want to contest this. We willing to agree to your release. We're willing to agree to your release right now if you plead to third."
No, man. See, that's what they try to do. That's what they did to my man Hollow Rollo. Shout out
They did
Hollow
that to a
Rollo.
lot. Nah, and I know, bro.
That's
I know,
what
bro.
they did. He gave
Right.
life back twice.
Right, he get back twice, right. And at this time, my peoples and all them like, you gonna take that, right?
Because you at the end of the gate.
They
Then.
said you could come home.
Yeah.
Like they said that you could come home the same day you do that. Yeah, that's what they said. All right, so you gonna take it, right?
Mm.
Yes. My grandma said you better take that.
Mm.
Why? Because you gonna be home tonight for dinner.
Yeah, I cooked these turkey wings. Falling off the bone.
And I did it. I took it and all that, and mashallah, I was able to get released after 23 years. You know what I mean?
But you still took something that you didn't even do.
It's like all they care about is some type of conviction.
But
Right.
yeah, exactly.
I guess it's like a numbers game.
Because you can't play that. See, after I did all that time, it wasn't about playing that game no more, right? And what I mean by playing that game was I can't count on the system to get it right.
And also, while you playing that, you can't sue them.
No, you can't sue him.
No,
No, because you saying you did it.
Oh, you can still sue?
Oh, you can still sue.
Yeah, I'm suing.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I
I'm
see. I
suing.
didn't know
I'm
that.
suing. I was gonna get into that. Jimmy Dennis, that case.
Mm.
Remember when he got the he got convicted of the 91 murder with the girl with the earrings by the scepter and all that. He was on death row for like 20 some years. And they ended up getting to his homicide file. Found out that he wasn't even there when it happened. Right? He wasn't even there.
Mm-hmm.
And when they told him we let you home right now if you if we let you home right now if you plead no contest.
Mm-hmm.
No contest. He pled no contest. He went home. Right? He sued. Now, I was keeping up on that case when I was up there because a lot of us, once Cranston came in and he started opening up the homicide files, everybody just was like, all right, look, we all suing.
Yeah.
Right? If we all going to sue, and so we need to keep up on the cases that's dealing with that.
Mm-hmm.
So the Jimmy Dennis case was a case that we studied intensively in our paralegal classes.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So he came home, he sued. When he sued, right? We had to connect in the law library to where as though the dude had access to the computer, to the staff lady's computer that works in the library. You know, she got the actual computer that's to the street, that one. So she was able to print out stuff from off the internet.
Mm-hmm.
So he had her printing out the arguments that was being presented by the parties on that Jimmy Dennis lawsuit.
Right.
Right? So Jimmy Dennis and them was arguing that, you know, y'all got the evidence that I was innocent. I only pled guilty because it was a choice between that or staying and still having to fight my way out. And I already did 29 years in the time. I'm gonna try and do another day. Right? The city was arguing that, well, he pled guilty.
Mm-hmm.
He pled guilty. So whatever he's claiming about wrongful conviction and the Brady violation that led to conviction, it don't matter because he pled guilty.
Mm-hmm.
They trying to come home. They were talking about.
The district court ruled in his favor. District court said no. The district court said Jimmy Dennis is right. That was the matter of first impression for that case. Because this is the first time they actually dealt with that question in the Third Circuit, which is Pennsylvania, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's the first time they dealt with that particular question. Now, other circuits had dealt with that question already.
Not
Second
just not
Circuit,
Pennsylvania. Just not Pennsylvania.
not the Eastern District.
Mm-hmm.
So you had the First Circuit, Second Circuit, all the other circuits dealt with that question, and they leaned heavily on that the person who was wrongfully convicted, he still could sue.
Mm-hmm.
So the majority was saying you still could sue. Pennsylvania just never answered that question until Jimmy Dennis case came up.
Wow.
When the case came up, the court was like, no, he right. And we follow our sister circuits, first, second, fourth, fifth. We follow them in that same thing, saying that you still could sue even after you plead guilty, because why you could sue, and this was key, bro. And it's going when I say it, it's gonna make all the sense in the world.
Mm.
If y'all would have never did what y'all did, it would never happen to him.
Exactly.
So you
And that's
can't,
just- that's
and
just
it's really that
ABC.
simple. It's really that simple, and that's exactly what the district court said. It said, no, he's suing about the wrongful conviction that happened, and y'all trying to oppose it, saying what happened after that.
Mm-hmm.
No, he's right because of what happened initially.
Mm-hmm.
If that wouldn't initially happen, then he would never did no time. If y'all would have turned over that evidence that y'all had that he wasn't even near, he would have never did no time in the first place. So the fact that he ended up taking a deal after the fact, it doesn't matter.
Mm.
It don't matter, right? So so he ended up so once they opened the door, said that you could still plead guilty and you could sue, because what you're suing about is about the initial wrong. You're suing about the initial misconduct.
Mhm.
You're suing about the initial wrong
Mhm.
that was done to you. That's what you're suing about.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm not, I was taking a deal, but that's because I had to. Y'all weren't gonna let me out. So you mean to tell me I can't benefit financially from the wrong that y'all did that caused me to spend umpteen years
Mhm.
in prison? You mean to me I can't seek damages? Or I can't seek, I can't seek to sue because of that? Because of what I did after that? I did that just to get home because y'all gave me no dang on choice.
Yeah.
So I had to get home, and then I'm suing. And then the Third Circuit, so the city ended up appealing it to the Third Circuit. Third Circuit said, no, we agree with Jimmy Dennis.
Exactly. Like my thing is this: who's not going to take that deal?
Nobody.
Nobody.
Everybody's
Whether you
going.
did it or
Nobody.
not.
Listen, man, I
I've
come
been
home
in here for
today.
these years already. I'm gonna go ahead and get it over with and go home.
Let me ask you a question. Go back to your cousin. Is he home now?
Yeah, he home now. He been home.
Have you seen him since you've been home?
No, I haven't seen him since I've been home.
Is you mad at him?
No, I'm not. I'm not mad at him because, I mean, you know,
No, I understand what you're saying.
I don't like him per se, right? But it's not something that I think about. Like, I don't even think about it. The only thing I think about him right now is because I'm in touch with the jails and we talking about the situation.
Exactly.
Now I can
Other
bring
than
it
that,
up.
you wouldn't even
Other
be
than
thinking
that,
about
I don't think about him. You know what I'm saying? I don't think about him. Like he did what he did. Now his life ain't been the same since.
Dang.
His life ain't been the same since. His life been worse since then.
That's as it should be.
So-
Lying ass coward. But and they know I stand on them cowards heavily, these cold-blooded cowards, man. But I want to go back a little bit. You said you went upstate
Right.
following this case. So you was convicted.
So I got convicted after my third trial. Yeah.
How was that for you? That's why I asked that. Before you go, how was that when you got hit with that conviction?
when they being though the hold on. So when they come with the last deal was 9 to 18. Once now I'm thinking like, damn, I got 3 years in almost. If they can get it to 8 to 16, maybe I'll go do a pound. Now I'm talking to heads and all them, but heads left. But it was a couple of dudes that was still left, like highs and all them. I was like, listen, man, you could do a pound, man.
Yeah,
You
what
can't
you got
do
in
no
you.
will. You can't do no
You
will.
could definitely do a
You can do a
pound.
pound. You can't do no will. All right, bet. Boom. So I go to me. Sheik come up. If you can get it to 8 to 16, I take that. All right, bet. Let me see what they're gonna say. He went back to him. He came back. They said, yeah, there's a condition on it though. What's the condition? But I had a co-defendant. The condition is that you and your co-defendant got to take it.
Not just you by yourself.
Not just me by myself. Like that's the.
We need both of y'all to
condition.
take
We
it.
need both of y'all to take it. Okay, bet. Now he not at the same jail. He's at Pick. So and he know his too because when he was over Pick. So when his came over, he was like, "Hey, it's over there with you." I'm like, "Yeah." So boom. But make a long story short, no. So when they came with that, we had to. They like, we gonna give y'all some time
To figure it out.
to figure it out. So I'm like, all right, bet. So we in the back of the courtroom, right? You know about behind the judge chamber. We in the back courtroom, and he like, oh.
He's like, I am cool. I know you looking at him like, boy.
I mean, he's like, man, I'm not taking that. I didn't do nothing, right? So, all right, bet. But it ain't gonna get no better than that. Like we both got 3 in, pound. I mean, as
Still in our
opposed
20s
to
when we get out.
as opposed to getting the will and trying to fight to get back. He like, no. He's like, you want to know why they came from a 20 to 40 to 8 to 16? It's not only it was two hung juries, but because one of the other main witnesses had overdosed, but for the third trial, he OD'd and died. Key witness, one of the boys just kept lying, right? Just kept lying.
What was his name?
I don't want to put his name out there.
Okay, all right, cool.
Because even though he deceased, but you know,
Yeah.
Cole just kept lying. He overdosed. And my rabbi thinking that's the reason for
The deal.
the
Come on
deal
with that
going,
8 to
starting
16.
from so large to so small.
It's de-escalating.
It's de-escalating, right? And he like, no, we're gonna beat it. Plus, the rumor that was going around the jail was if you get 3 hung juries, they throw it out.
Exactly.
And that wasn't even true in the damn play. In the play. In the first place, that's not even true.
Little sidebar. That ain't true?
No, it's not. They got
But
as many times.
I believe that
They got as many times.
if it's
by
a
law.
murder,
Yes.
or so anything other than a murder.
I knew murders.
Is it true?
I don't know. I know if it's for a fact.
For a murder.
Murder, there's no.
So
remember, there's not even statute of limitations on
It's definitely no statute of limitations.
So they can retry you as many times they want. But
10, 15, 20 times.
But what they normally do is after 3 times, they might not want to keep doing because it's costing the state money, right?
Mm-hmm.
But by law, what he said was, if you get a third joint, they're going to throw it out as if like it was some law that said this or something.
Yeah, I thought that was law too.
There's no
Because
law
you
that
have to
say
be
it.
there.
Right. There's no law that say that.
Another question they ask is like after the hung jury, you just gotta get rearrested, right? Do you go back to the district and get recharged?
No,
again?
no.
Okay, all right. So-
Even though that's actually on the freaking books,
Okay.
but they don't do that because that's not cost effective. Had you take you back out the jail,
Conducive.
but it's not. So they just keep you in the jail and just recharge you.
Mm-hmm.
They
Is
just
it,
keep you in the jail.
they put you in front of a
recharge
screen and say we reach
No,
okay.
no,
No.
they ain't do all that. They just reload the
Run it,
charges. on the
just
joint.
run
That's
it
it.
back.
You don't even know what's happening. You just, I mean, it just happening.
Wow.
So 8 to 16, he like, no. So I'm like, damn, like this gonna be a bad joint, man. Like, you know, they getting sharper with they lies and all that, man. Like
Mm-hmm.
this joint could be a bad joint for us. He like, no, we gonna beat it, bro. So now we start arguing back there because I want to take it because I'm gonna take it now. Cause I done had these conversations with these with my guys and all that. They like, man, listen, don't play. What you call just got convicted. It was a lot of us that got convicted that month.
Mm-hmm.
That month,
That'll make you do it alone.
November, October, November, December, January. So October, November, December, 2004, January, February, January, February 2005. It was a whole bunch of wills being given out. Wow. It was a whole bunch of wills being given out, and I got shit.
And what's a will? What's a will for the people that don't know?
Life without parole. Life without the possibility of parole. Meaning, if they put that on you, only way you leaving the jail is in a body bag or if a court order releasing you from it. Right. That's the only way. Or you escape.
Yeah, or
or you escape.
What's
And
the odds of that?
That's the odds of that. You got some people escape, but
Yeah.
far
few in between.
Right, exactly. So, I didn't want to experience that. I didn't want to jeopardize that.
That's terrifying, man.
No, it was.
You can't even sleep at night probably think about that. Like, damn, if I get this life.
Right. So we started arguing. It got loud in the back. So the security, the sheriff came, yo, all right. I'm like, yeah, man, he tripping.
Yeah.
He tripping, man. All right, if we go ahead and get booked, then what? Now we fighting to get out, and then we gonna be fighting to get it back. And and as fate would have it, that's exactly what happened. We went in there that third trial, and that looked it better than the first 2 trials.
Really?
Right? It looked it better because now Sheik, he got all the lies documented. He got all the contradictions all from trial to trial.
Yeah.
Like he did his homework. So he got all the contradictions. He got all of the he got all the contradictions. He got all of the stuff for each witness. He got all the stuff laid out. So now they looking crazy on the stand. They looked at crazy like never before. So I'm thinking like, well, we might be right. We might be ready to spank this joint, right? Because at the first trial, it's just like a test run. We got to figure out. It's like y'all sparring. We try to figure out who know how I'ma move when you throw that. I got to figure out how I'ma dip that joint. Second trial, now you already know that punch coming, so you could get up under that and then come up with something else. Third trial, all that stuff is ready to go.
Exactly.
Now you already know what's coming. You're able to swing and dip at the same time and then come right back.
Because you know.
You already know now. So it was looking even better than the first 2 trials. And when that jury came down, the only difference.
So I was going to say, what happened to make for the conviction? What do you think was the turning point?
I think that it was because of the composition of the jury. On that trial, it had a predominantly white jury.
Wow.
Had a predominantly white jury. And that was the only thing that was different. The first 2 trials, it was split. Split was like half white, half black, half white, half black for the second one. That third one, it was 9 whites,
3 blacks,
2 Jamaicans, and 1 Hispanic. And then you had the two alternates.
The 2 alternates, yeah.
But they don't last when they go into the deliberations.
They get to go home.
They get to leave. But the way Sheik was he was ready, like super ready. I'm just sitting back like, he's smoking.
He making his bones back
He's
then.
smoking them, man. Smoking them. Like, I know they're gonna look at this and be like, oh yeah, man, we not booking these boys for this, man.
So you saying basically, racism.
That was the argument that I tried to make on appeal. Like, the only thing different was the composition of the jury. I had a majority white.
So ultimately, they came back with a guilty verdict.
They came back. It was like, how do you on first degree murder? How do you find? They was like, not guilty.
I know you be like, well, I know when they said that, you was like,
I'm
shit.
like, we about to, man.
You set up a little higher.
Set up a little higher. They was like, on the charge of second degree, how do you find the defendant guilty? I said, I ducked. I ducked. Like, what? Like, guilty.
Like a body shot.
The firearm, the robbery, all the rest of the charges. Guilty. That shit just came guilty. I'm like, oh man. I ducked. Like, I was sick. And
Sounded like it was a gunshot going off in the courtroom.
It was a bad jump. It was a bad jump.
What was the not the pooling, but with the jury, who came back and said you was guilty? What was the ratio? You didn't.
It wasn't. That was all of them.
It was unanimous.
Oh, it was unanimous.
Yeah, that was all of them. That was all of them.
Damn.
In
That's
order
crazy.
for you to, it has to be unanimous.
No, it don't. No, it got to be majority wins.
No,
unanimous.
No, that's a hung jury. That's a hung jury.
Yeah, for a hung jury,
That's a
all
hung
you gotta
jury.
do is have one.
Yeah.
On a conviction for murder, they all gotta agree.
So everybody got to come back and
Everybody got to come back in. You had one lady crying. It was a Jamaican lady and a Jamaican man. The Jamaican lady was crying. So the only thing I can think of is you must have was bullied in the deliberations.
Exactly.
You must have wanted the whole.
They wanted to go home. You know how they be in there, man. I want to go home,
because
man.
that happened. That happened. Yo, I have you said that because the judge had to give him something that's called an island charge. An island charge is when the jury is having difficulty reaching the unanimous verdict. So they keep telling them, all right, well, go a little longer.
Yep.
They give an island charge. Go a little longer.
And they might give him a script. Like the judge said to me, not to cut you off, he told my jury, he said, look at it like this. If you're riding behind a truck, but you got another car coming down the street, but you can't see that oncoming traffic, but the truck is taking too long, but you know you can go around it. Do you go out or do you stay there and wait? But if you go out, it might be an oncoming car coming your way.
Right.
And I'm like, well, what type of metaphor is this to use? Like,
Right.
what the fuck?
Right.
But this is the judge pitting the jury's head.
Yeah.
They want them to come back with a jury so bad to be done with it. But yeah, go ahead.
So they, and I think that was what happened because it was one time where you heard them arguing in deliberations. You heard them arguing. And then all of a sudden when they actually came with the verdict, and to see that lady crying, like I still see it. I can see it now. Like I can see it now.
You'll never ever unsee it.
Right? She was crying. I'm like, what is she crying for? All you gotta do is just hold your
ground.
Hold your ground. You crying? You don't let these. You let them bully you and send me away forever. Literally, like so. So once that happened, now sentencing was deferred until they sentenced me. Listen, right? I always say this, right? It's not funny at all, but they showed me how much love they had for me when they sentenced me on Valentine's Day.
On Valentine's, that's a holiday, ain't it?
Valentine's Day, man.
Valentine's
Valentine's
Day
Day
of
was
love.
when they gave me the wheel on Valentine's Day. Yeah, the 14th of February. 14th of February 2005. There it go. Boom. Life without the possibility of parole. So then they the witnesses. I mean, the victim family and all. They giving their statements and all that. And at this time,
Rightfully so.
At this time, I'm Muslim now. You know what I'm saying? So I'm coming in there with kufis on and everything, right? And so the boy Pop, he ended up saying like, he seen my kufi, so he made his disparaging comments about
Islam,
Allah and Islam and all that. He went on the tirade. Your God, Allah, whoever you worship, we can't sub you now and all that. You can die. And I'm like, you got the wrong guy, man. So like, I see why you feel that way.
Yeah, exactly.
But was you there when it happened? Because like I really studied these wrongful conviction stuff like deeply when I was up there. And one of the questions I always like wanted to have for like a victim's family, like if you weren't there when the case happened, right? Then don't necessarily think that person did it just because he got convicted. If he wasn't there, if he wasn't there, he convicted, he did it. No, that's not always the case. It's not always the case. It's and as y'all knowing now, with the release of all these homicide files, that Lynn Abraham and all of them, they did a disservice to the victims' families by withholding all the evidence.
Let me ask you a question too, just to go off the topic a little bit. But how you feel about Larry Krasner? How you feel about him and what he's doing in the city?
When I came home, I became a part of his re-election campaign. Right? But I came up a part of the re-election campaign. I remember the first time I met you was at that store where I gave you the juice for the first time. You was in there with all the youngins, and all the youngins is gone now.
All of them locked up.
It's crazy, man.
Every last one of them that was in there.
Every last one of them.
Every last one of them.
Who's that?
Except for Da Vinci.
Yup and all of them.
Right. YBC.
Except for Da Vinci. He didn't. Right?
He did every last one of them, and it was about 8 to 9 of them. Ain't none of them on the streets.
None of them on the streets, man. Every time I go back and look at that, because I didn't know who
My
I was.
My co-defendant just seen it yesterday.
I didn't know who I was amongst when I was in there with y'all. I didn't know who I was. I just knew the brother who stored that it was. I knew him.
That's my brother.
Right. I knew him from
Reeves. Okay.
I knew him from Mount Horn. He was up at Mount Horn.
He was in Mount Horn. Yeah.
Right. And I only knew him. I didn't know who I was amongst. And when I look back at like people when I posted that joint, like people was like commenting, asking me like, who you amongst?
Yeah, like you remember.
And I'm like, no. They said, do your research, man.
Yeah.
I did my research. I found out who they was.
Right.
I said, oh.
Okay.
Well, I don't got nothing to do with none of that.
They bought some health shit.
They bought some juices, gave me a review of a video, went viral. I'm saying I got a lot of customers because of that. And then that was it. The next thing you know, they was gone.
Yeah, man.
They was how fast
gone, it happened. They fighting for their life.
They like fighting for their life, man. They was gone.
You know that struggle all too well.
That's a eerie video for me today.
Do you probably know my other guy? Cujo?
Yes, Cujo raps.
Yeah, he used to rap.
He used to rap.
Oh, yeah, no Cujo.
He used to rap. He used to rap up there. Yeah, no doubt. So, I and then so after I get convicted, I go up top. They do it on Valentine's Day, and they don't got no pics about none of that, right? And to the youngins that's out here actually doing that, you listen, right? I'm gonna get some heartfelt advice to these youngins, right? That's out here spinning these blocks all crazy, right? That you're not gonna be able to get back in court the way I got back.
Tell them, man.
The reason why you're not gonna be able to get back in court. So if you look and see, right, because there was some youngins that before I came home, I ran into Curry. Ran into Curry.
YBC Curry.
Ran into Curry.
Where? Phoenix?
Yeah, Phoenix, right.
Okay, yeah.
And he hollered at me once they found out that I was a legal boy. They tapped in. Like, yo, can you help me with this XYZ, blah, blah, blah? And I'm like, yeah, I can help, but I ain't gonna be here long. I'm saying, but and what I got to say to the youngest now is that if you thinking that you going that if you get booked, you going just gonna fight to give it back, it's not gonna be that easy. Why? Because Larry Krasner is going to give you everything in the file.
He got to.
He's going to give you everything.
But think about it. He got to.
He's going to give you he's not going to, his policy is different from the former prosecutors. The former prosecutors were hiding evidence that could have said that you didn't do it, right? They was hiding that. They was hiding all the police, the cops that's on your case that's corrupt. Wow. They was hiding all of that.
You can't find nothing outside of what's in this file already. There's nothing you're going to be able to find. You're
not going to be able to go and say, I want to see his homicide file and see if there's something many of that you didn't overturn, because he's turning over everything. And if he booking you now, you're not getting back. Because there ain't going to be no Brady violation with him. He became DA from a Democratic outlook of being of a Democratic outlook of being transparent, right? So because that's what he's moving on, he's not gonna let y'all get back because of some bull crap that he did that he shouldn't have done. Because he's exposing all of the other prosecutors who was doing this nut stuff, hiding evidence, letting you know that the cops on your case is corrupt. No, he's letting you know the cops on your case is corrupt. He's letting you know exactly who they are that's on the case. He's telling you what they were alleged of doing in other cases. He's giving you all of the evidence because he wants a clean conviction.
And he don't want you to have an opportunity to get out.
He don't want you to have an opportunity to get that time back. So if y'all seeing all these old heads and dudes just coming home now, yeah, they coming home now. That's the old regime. That's the old homicide files that was opened up. These joints is open. They open from this day forward. They open. So if that's what you was banking on, youngin, if that's what you was banking on, shorty, so you want to still keep doing your thing, keep still doing all that crazy stuff, and then thinking if I do get booked, I'm able to get back the same way the old heads got back. No, that's not how you're gonna get back. You're gonna be done in that joint. You're gonna be stuck in there.
So it's basically, just to reiterate what you're saying, is if you get convicted right now,
that's it.
It's over.
It's over for you, man. You could convicted double life, triple life, and all that. And if you get convicted under Crash's administration, you ain't giving that back because of no posture misconduct or they done hid some stuff. No, that's not what they're gonna do. They believing they gonna book you on the up and up.
And that's it.
And that's just it.
And Curry will be on the show. Let y'all know that real soon.
Right, no doubt.
Yeah, but the thing about it is this, man. When you see a lot of these young boys cases, you see you talk about you coming from upstate, coming down, and a lot of these young boys, you running into them, and they got all this time.
Yeah.
And they in there and they realizing that I got to figure out how to get out. So they trying to find every outlet. And once they found out who you was, they flocked to you. They at your cell door.
Yep, it was there, bro. Once they found out who I was, and I was because I was the type that dudes, paralegals make money upstate. They make money upstate. They charge other inmates to do their work. I didn't charge nobody. I didn't charge nobody. I got about hold on, let me rephrase that. A law used me to get out probably about 4 or 5 people. Right? And not all of them had life sentences. Some of them had just a lot of little technical things. Now, the little technical things, I could do them easy. So a little sentence might need a reconsideration done or something like that. That's easy. Got a couple people's sentences structured and all that. But as far as the major cases, probably about 4 or 5 people that the law used me to help get out while I was up there. You know what I'm saying? This was before I even got out. You know what I'm saying? So that was always me. So once they found out like who I was and all that, any question they had, I was offering the answer. Like, no, listen, you gotta look. Listen, youngin, got to get into that law library. You got to. Can't be worrying about the ops coming in this joint and all that. Because if they gonna come in here, you gonna have to move a certain way. But until then, you got to get in that law library. You can't get stuck one in and out the hole, because that's a pathway for some of the youngins.
It's stagnating.
That's a pathway for some of the youngins who come up there. They got 70 years. They don't know how to handle it. They still getting deuced out their minds, subs and all that. And then they dealing with anger issues because the dudes ain't riding right on the streets, sending the checks up, so they mad, so they going through with the dudes in jail. They going through with the staff. They in a hole, and you get stuck in that hole. If you get stuck in that hole, you can get time barred, youngin.
Yeah.
You get time barred because they make it harder
Tell
for
them
you.
what time barred is. They don't know what that is.
Time barred is when as soon as you get convicted, now all of a sudden all these clocks start ticking.
Mm-hmm.
Right? You got that direct appeal clock. You got to file that direct appeal between. Oh, you got 30 days to file your notice of appeal, and then that's when you got a lawyer. They're gonna hop on the case because you entitled to counsel on direct appeal. They're gonna give you a lawyer for that. It's normally your trial attorney, but sometimes your trial attorney might say, "Look, I want to off the case." You get off the case, and then the court will appoint you somebody else, and then your direct appeal gonna get handled. Soon as your direct appeal become final, that's after the Pennsylvania Supreme Court deny your aliquotter. Soon as that become final, now all of a sudden you got 1 year from when your conviction became final. You got 1 year to file your PCRA.
And what happened if you don't?
And if you don't, you done.
Yes, super done with that sentence you got.
If you do not file your PCRA within a year of your sentence becoming final, the only way you're going to get back in court is of newly discovered evidence, or there'll be a change in the law. Only way. So they, I ran into them, and that's the advice that I gave them. Like, listen, y'all gotta hop in that law library, youngin, because can't get stuck in the hole. Can't get stuck. You get stuck in the hole. You gonna get time barred. They're not going to tell you that you can sign up for the law library in the hole.
No, they ain't
not telling you that. They're not telling you nothing. You got to just know that you can. Because they're not going to go around and say, you want to sign for law library? You want to sign for law? They're not doing that in the hole. No, you just got to know. So if you're younger and you don't know, you just going to be gang on with the COs, and you know how the stuff go in the hole. I mean, people turn into animals, man. Some people turn into monkeys. People turn into monkeys, man, start throwing that feces around.
Wow.
Yeah. I got caught in between. I went to the
feces
whole
fight?
Got caught between the feces fight, man. I just always hear about it in population. Got some vicious dudes in the hole. They play with that SHIT. I'm like, how somebody could play? How was that even like? How was that even like possible for somebody to play with their own feces and like throw it on you? Like, how was that even like a thing? They're like, no, that's a thing here. Young. Like, go ahead, be stuck in a hole.
Like, that's regular.
They do that on the regular.
They call it the Glock Dookie.
Right. They call it it's called a SHIT down, right? Where they issue down, right? Now, what's inside of that bottle is a concoction of feces, urine, spit, snot, disinfect,
cum,
and they let it sit
for days. That's the best
sit,
one,
man.
Let that sit for about 5-6
man.
days.
They let it sit for a couple days, man. The freaking bottle expands.
It don't even smell like Dookie no more. It smell like ammonia
Until it come out. Then once it come out, then you smells like death. It smells like death. So I end up getting caught in between. I'm in a hole. I forgot what I went to the hole for. I'm up behind the hole. I'm in a hole, and these old heads is gang warrant behind the door. They gang warrant behind the door. Yeah, I'm telling you, when you come to the yard, you better not come to the yard. I'm telling you, I'm gonna issue down and all this. I'm like, what is he talking about? Issue down? What is? They gonna throw some poop on him. I'm like, for real? They're like, no, for real.
See, Fig always laughing. This ain't no.
They gonna throw some poop on you. Oh, Snake said, I hope you don't get caught in between the yard that's in between them two. Cause if you do, you gonna have to glue yourself to the wall.
Yeah, cause they throwing it.
Cause they gonna throw it. And lo and behold,
So the yard come to your cell though, right?
No, that's in the fed.
No. That's in the right up there.
Talking about you might be in the gate and you in the gate between them two.
Right, exactly. In the yard, in the yard, and in the hole, cause the hole got a yard too. And they put one dude there. They put me and my celly here. Then they put the dude he was getting one with right on the other joint. So
you in the middle of both of them.
We in the middle of these bulls, right? And they gotta uncuff you. They uncuff you at the gate and all that, lock you in, boom, put you in the joint, close the joint back. They do that. They bring everybody out. They bring everybody out that signed up for yard. Bring everybody out. So when they get to the last person out, Then the guards walking back up to leave.
Leave y'all out there for your little hours.
As soon as they closed that door and left.
Because they don't be out there monitoring you.
Man, we went right in his, because you got to stash it. Because they search you before you come out your cell.
And they search your cell when you're outside the cell.
Then they search your cell, right? So one of the questions I had was, how you even get that out here? They searched us when we came out. How they get that out? You know, they put it underneath they nuts. They put it underneath their nuts or whatever, and some guards, they do a little bullcrap.
A majority of them do.
They don't be wanting to touch your private area.
Exactly.
So they had to do a little bullcrap joint up there real fast, then boom. Man, he had that joint tied all the way up that joint, right? They got it out. As soon as the guards went back in, closed the door, boom. Soon as the door went boom, they both start reaching. Both gonna start reaching. They reaching, they got the sock. They pull the sock up, boom, pull the bottle out. Bam. They got, I don't know where they even got a freaking squirt thing.
Oh, you know you could steal everything.
Man, listen, they start throwing it. Dude, like, you said that too, I'm gonna get you pussy and all. They cuss each other out this.
And these old heads.
Old heads, man. We glued to the wall.
Shit flying everywhere.
We are glued. This dookie just coming back and forth. And it smells like death, man. So back and forth. I'm like, oh my God, do you smell that, bro? Bro, do you smell that? It's all on the floor in the concrete in the yard floor. So now we came to do our workout that we came out to do, because we come out there to work out. We came to do a workout.
And what jail was this?
Mahanoy.
Mahanoy. Wow, I've been there.
Oh my God.
Coming on a visit, rather.
Oh my God. So, man, yeah, youngest man, just, don't get caught up in that. Don't get caught up in that, man. You know, because that the hole is designed to crush you mentally. It's either going to crush you mentally, or is you want to be able to build the fortitude down there. It's going to be one or the other. It ain't going to be no gray area.
You're going to get some learning today.
You either going to become strong-minded or weak-minded. It ain't gonna be you just gonna be the same dude. You either gonna become you either gonna get a stronger mind or a weaker one.
It's gonna break you.
If weaker one, I mean, it's gonna break.
No else was at Mahanoy that I know. Shaheem, Lex Street Murders.
Yes.
He was there.
Yes.
Hawk, the Code Tops was up there too.
Yes.
Well.
Yes. I seen him when I came. I seen him at the brothers' Janaza, Nadir. When he had it at Philadelphia Magic. I seen Curly Top there.
What's the other what's called man that been rapping? From Nice Town. He's up there too, I believe.
From Nice Town. Shady Black was up there with me.
What's the other one there? I forget his name, but
he's the rap from
was
Nice
Shady
Town.
Black? Well, I think it was Shady Black, yeah.
Shady Black was up there with me.
He was from Nice Town?
Yeah.
That's what Shady Black, yeah.
Yeah, but he ain't from Nice Town, but yeah,
his brother's
right
from back there, I believe.
Yeah,
with Chris and Neefin, I believe.
Right, exactly. Nah.
Yeah. So now you serve all this time, right? And you get up there. Now you speak. He got a question too. I know you've probably seen this as well, because you got a Glock dookie, then you got the knife, and then you got the lock in the sock. He always talk about this lock in the sock thing.
Oh man, that lock in the sock thing is some people prefer that over a knife.
I never pulled. I want that knife.
Some people prefer that over the knife because the reason why they prefer that over the knife you got to get up and close. You got to get close with the knife. You got to make it personal with the knife. Whereas though with the lock in the sock, because I got caught with lock in the sock up there.
You got hit with lock? Where hit you at?
No, I got caught with it. Oh, I just didn't get a chance to unravel it in time. And it was I had a lock in there, had a big bar of soap, because it was something that was going down up there in the yard. And the reason why you want the lock in the sock is because it give you some length.
No, but let me ask you the question.
It give you some length.
If someone was coming at you unbeknown to you, y'all had beef,
right?
Would you rather have that knife to stab you from the back or that lock and sock?
Would you mean which one would I want to be hit with?
Yes.
Yeah. I seen somebody get hit with the lock in the sock and go straight out. So because he didn't see it coming. Because it hit boom and it sound like that. Boom.
Yeah, boy, that's a different type of
depending
sound.
on what he got in there, right? Yeah. Some people might have one lock, some people might have 3 locks.
Yeah.
And 4 bars of soap.
Yeah.
And come up behind you and
what? And that's it.
That's it. You're going nice out to where as though if somebody come up with you, hit you with a knife.
You could turn around and still fend him off.
You could turn around that if he know where to hit you at, he could put you down.
Exactly.
But most people don't know those kill shots.
We ain't doctors.
Right. They don't know the kill shots. And so it hits you, boom. Then you just turn around. You got some time to recover. And then you can rumble. Then you can rumble him with the knife. You can rumble him and all that.
You get hit with that lock. You won't even know who hit you with it.
Because he might have both. He might have a lock in the sock and a knife. He might want to catch him from behind, hit you with a lock in the sock, put you down, and then bang you out. So yeah.
Wow.
That joint dangerous, man. It was the county was worse. It was more dangerous to me than upstate though. Because one thing I seen in the county that I didn't see upstate was where dudes wearing protection to Jumu'ah, right?
Yeah, I heard about that.
He was putting books on. They strapping books on them, right? They strapping books on them. Boom. They got because they know everybody got bangers. So if you stab me, then you gonna hit the book. Ain't about nothing. You gonna hit the book. And when I seen that, I was like, oh, I didn't see that upstate. I didn't see that upstate at all. You know what I'm saying? I didn't see all of now I know it happened at a few joints, but it wasn't as prevalent as it was in the counties. The counties, they didn't care. But the reason why they didn't care is because you fresh off the street in the county. You don't got no knowledge. When you come up top, now you done been up top, everybody got a little knowledge now. People a little bit more calmer, a little bit more mature.
They bid.
You in your bid, right? You in your bid. So you got a little bit more sense once you go up top. So that's probably why it ain't as prevalent as it is in the county, because the county, they fresh off the streets. They fresh off of wars on the street and all that. And it's still fresh on their mouth. It's still fresh on their tongue that you just killed their man. And I just seen you come through the county, so now it's on. That's still fresh. Whereas though you go up top, you might not see a op for 12, 13 years.
Yeah.
You done become a changed man in that 12, 13 year period.
Super
by
changed.
the time you see him, you fighting yourself on the person you is now for 13, 14 years later versus who you was out there. You fighting that like, all right, the old me, I got to do something to this bull. But the new you might be like, no, you trying to get home. Now you might got a girl, right? You might got a girl and then riding for you in jail. She telling you, nigga, you go to hole, it's over.
Yeah.
So now you got to think about that. You might got a commissary set up on a block, a crazy unit, but you might got the store on smash. You don't want to jeopardize. You go to hold, you come out, that's gone. So you got other things to think about after you did 14, 15 years.
Yeah, man. Hey, listen, y'all about to take these phone calls, man. I'm about to start getting to these calls, man. Y'all can call in and speak to my guy, man, and you can get some, get your questions answered. Let me ask you this. Now, we spoke about you actually, getting sentenced to the life sentence.
Right.
What did you do when you got back to the jail after they gave it? Did you cry, man? Did you, how was that for you?
I didn't cry until a couple of months after I got sentenced. A couple of months after I was upstate, right? I didn't cry until I think it was like my first family member died. My first family member had passed away, and I think that's when everything just hit me. Like oh snaps, like yeah. And then the old is telling me, the longer you been here, the more people that's gonna pass away.
Dang.
The longer you been here, the more people are gonna pass away. I've been in here. The one that always say, I've been down 50 years. He said, I don't got nobody to go home to. Everybody that nobody that's left, they little nieces and nephews that I don't even know. I don't know them. They don't know me. They was actually born while I was in jail. They don't know me.
And they only probably don't even have any type of communication with you.
Right. So the longer you be in jail, the more people around you is gonna die. It's gonna die. And I mean, and I think that's when everything hit me with my situation. Then that's when I took it all the way serious. When I became paralegal, all that. I just took everything serious. I got more in tune with Islam, you know what I'm saying? In the classes and all of that. So that's when all that happened. That's when everything became real. Probably like 2000. Let me see. For like the first year, I was wilding or whatever. And then after I had that talk with the old head, it was like, we gotta do that law library. Got to hit the law library, man. Got to do that. You got to try to get out. Because what you're going to see is you're going to see a lot of people passing away from your family. You're going to see a lot of people passing away in jail. And you're going to see a lot of people passing away in jail. What I mean by that is
inmates dying, right?
Inmates dying, right?
How many inmates you saw die?
Well, let me just tell you this right here. When I went on writ, to Phoenix, you had an obituary on the joint every day, but for somebody that was older though.
Wow.
Every day I see, I'm like, Soprano. Yo.
My guys are in Phoenix right now. Lamar Oglesby, ladies over there, Phoenix. I don't know if you met him, but man, life is just a situation where, as though, man, if you don't make the right decisions, man, you can end up in these places, man, these facilities that are designed to keep you in there. Right. Especially from Philly, you know, Larry Krasner is putting it in place where, like he said, it's not going to be an opportunity for you to find something outside of your file that's going to be able to get you back in court.
No.
It's all going to be there.
No, they ain't. It's all going to be there, y'all. It's all going to be there, man. It's either he going to get you fairly. He going to get you fairly, man. He going to get you fairly. And, you know,
he ain't trying to hide nothing.
I like, and like I said, when I came home, like, I ran into becoming a part of his re-election campaign. That was crazy, right? But I felt as though that was something that I had to do, right? Because they conceded to my release, right? So it's like, all right, I want you to stay in office because I got other people
that got the same situation like me
that need to come out the same way I came out, right? So I got other people that I want to come out the same way I did, right? That came out through the homicide file. So if this is what he's advocating for as part of his policies, then I want, I support your re-election campaign.
Exactly.
We did a commercial and everything, right? And we did a commercial re-election campaign and all that. So it was ironic for me, and I recorded that joint too, and I told him like,
I'll take this call. Tell us from the jails who you're speaking with.
What's going on, man? How you doing?
We're doing good, man. What's going on? Who you speaking to?
It's Kenny from Baltimore.
What's up? Shout out to Baltimore. What's up, bro?
What's going on? I wanted to call y'all and tell y'all, man, I watch y'all show a lot. I think y'all got a great thing going on. I watch it so much, I'll be having my girl in here watching.
I appreciate that, man.
Thank you, man. I appreciate that.
Thank you so much, bro.
For sure. And I think, hey, Black, I want to say, man, you are hilarious, bro.
Thank you, man. Yeah, man. I don't really trying to be, man. It's the truth. It's the cold-blooded truth, man. It just come out funny sometime, but shit, you know how it go. You from Baltimore. It's going down real good down there.
Yeah, for sure. This is my first live I caught, man. I just wanted to call y'all and wish y'all well, man. Y'all keep doing your thing.
All right,
thank you, man.
So much.
Appreciate it.
No, for sure.
What you were saying, Lee?
So
you was talking about
Larry. Right, exactly, right. So I feel as though like that's so that was why I felt as though that was something that once the opportunity presented itself, I felt as though it was a no-brainer for me, because I know what I want from him. I know what I want from him. What I want from him is just continue doing what it is that he doing. But as far as with the H file stuff, you ain't gonna right.
Tell us from the jails who we speaking with. Yeah, man. So, man, you know, we working on some stuff too, man. Like, you know, and I was told and informed that Larry does watch our show.
Yes.
And I don't know for what reason. I don't know. Hopefully, we ain't getting nobody in trouble.
No, how we ain't getting nobody in trouble.
No,
people getting up here telling their rules. There's no way in the world we getting somebody in trouble at all. So that statement right there was non-void. People getting up here telling their stories about their convictions and what not to do in life. Larry gonna be up here. Larry, you know what's going on.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but you know he pays attention to the show from what we were told and informed of, and you know we're gonna keep spreading the message, man.
Sure.
Calling y'all 215-316-4492, 215-316-4492. But look, you came home and let's talk about this, man. These juices, man. You got.
Let's talk about. But first of all, you ain't never tasted it.
No, I don't do these. But I never had none juices before. No.
All right, hold on. What you? Hold on. I'm gonna give you my bestseller, man.
Let's see what that is, man.
Bestseller Sour Sop.
What is it called?
Sour Sop Supreme. That's my top seller.
Sour Sop Supreme. Let me
Sour
try
Sop
this.
Pineapple Ginger Root Black Seed Oil.
What's the name of the company again?
Healthy Sheik.
Healthy Sheik. Sour Sop Supreme. Let me see what this hitting for. Man.
Answer the phone.
Man.
Man. Sour Sop Supreme. Who we talking to, man? Tell us, just who we speaking with.
Assalamu alaikum rahmatullah.
Wa alaikum salam.
Wa alaikum salam. Talking to catch. What's going on, man?
Speaking my name Pete. My name Pete from West Philly.
Out to West Philly.
Wa alaikum salam rahmatullah. Hey man, I like that show that Bob showed y'all, and this show right here y'all do all the time for the people. Good job.
Appreciate you, man. Thanks a lot, man, for that. Man.
I had a question for the guy y'all interviewing, man.
Saleem is his name.
Was arrested for some things he didn't do, and they got a lot of corruption in Pennsylvania, probably in other states. But can you shed a little light on that parole, as far as parolees when they recommit, and the state take their street time from them and then basically sentence them again illegally?
I don't know too much about parolees and PV violation issues. That wasn't a issue that I was focused on when I was doing my legal studies. I was mainly focused on people that had life sentences or long terms. So I never, that whole parole stuff, that was too confusing for me. That was too confusing for me. So I literally never did any work on. Well, no, I did one case. Hold on, I did one case where I started to learn about those PV laws and back time, and then how you can get that stuff recalculated and all that. So I did this one case where dude was trying to get his street time back, and I think the conviction that he had was like a misdemeanor or something, and it didn't actually qualify for something that caused you to lose your street time, I think. And it was a case, I had to find a case and put it together. But that was the only case I did that was dealing with that particular issue. But that's a real intricate, tedious issue there. I never, like, that was more confusing than giving people life sentences back. That ain't easy. But it was easier to do that than help somebody get some street time back. That's crazy. And I think about it.
Right. And did you hear anything on them for second degree? Did they pass something on that? I've been hearing rumors on that.
Yeah. The Pennsylvania Supreme Court had ruled in Derek Lee's favor that a life without parole for second degree murder is unconstitutional. There has to be some type of there has to be a hearing that has to take place before you can impose that on them. So that actually happened. So everybody that's on direct appeal is getting, everybody that has second degree on the direct appeal, they get the benefit of that ruling. But if you on PCRA, right? If you on the direct appeal, you got convicted of second degree, you got life without parole, you benefit from that ruling automatically. But
what about if I exhausted? What about if an individual exhausted all their remedies?
Right. That's when they gotta file. That's when they gotta file a PCRA, right? However, it's not that simple because the court left the retroactivity question unanswered, right? But they always do that though. It's not like it's uncommon for the Pennsylvania Supreme Court to have the opportunity to address retroactivity and don't address it. They don't address it on purpose because they don't want to open the door for everybody that easily, right? So they want everybody to have to fight for it. And it's crazy. I put the argument together. I was talking to my attorneys at the Abolitionist Law Center, Brett Scrody and Saleem Holbrook and Nia Holston, Rupali Rashat, and they putting. I think they might be done putting the argument together for why that ruling should apply to those on post-conviction review also. So they already ready for that one. They already ready for that one. Because it's coming. It's coming down the pipe. It's like you for like that's like the biggest case of like the century, if you ask me. That's the biggest ruling of the century.
Well, listen, we gotta let you go. We got other calls calling in. Man, thank you, man, for your call. I appreciate you, man. Enjoy your day, man.
Walaikum salam.
My man would sit up there and answer phone, ask questions all night.
You gotta take advantage of the opportunity. Shout out to my guy taking advantage of his opportunity, man. Got a lot of questions to ask. But yeah, y'all, phone lines is open, man. 215-316-4492. 215-316-4492. While wait for another call, let's talk about these drinks, man. So I just had the soursop Supreme. And it is what you said it was, man.
That's
listen,
top
man.
seller.
It's a top seller. So how can people get with you and get their drinks and, you know?
Right now, they can contact me on Instagram _Healthy Sheikh. That's SHEIKH. Or you can go to www.thehealthysheikh.com. Or and then that's all my information is there. That's on the website. And you know, they $10 a piece, but they loaded. Like my juices is loaded. They all got sea moss, black seed oil, ginger root, turmeric, and bitters. No sugar, no what. I'm the only one pushing bitters in the city in his juices.
And bitters, I heard it helps you with like cancer and stuff like that.
Gut health, immune support, just overall wellness. Them bitters is serious.
Tell us from the jails who we speaking with.
Yes, this is Margaret.
Hey, Margaret, how you doing?
You all. I'm from Baltimore too.
Shout out to Baltimore.
I just had a question about. Do y'all know anything about the rave hearts? Am I saying it right?
Rave hearts?
When someone is sickly, when someone is very sickly, and had did a life sentence or was doing a life sentence, but evidently their time health-wise must be cut short because they actually let them out.
Well, in the federal system, that was called compassionate release.
Right, compassionate release, right.
That's what I was, okay. I knew it was something.
Yes, compassionate release.
I was just, okay, all right. Unfortunately, I had sustained an ex-loved one that wound up getting that. And they had served 39 and a half years. And knock on wood and everything, they are still living.
Okay, that's good.
But they are just living. They're not, they're trying to survive. You know what I mean? So any health thing that you can think of, to a large degree, dealing with equipment that they have to carry around, or this, that, and the other, that's what they're on now. But the thing I be thinking about is when you wish, hope, and pray, and you might, just like they sustain family deaths and all that kind of stuff, which is a sad type of situation. But it's just crazy the way certain things turn out. That's all I'm saying. Like even if you didn't do certain crimes that you may get more time for, you were still out here kind of like being somewhat of a menace. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It may not fall under y'all categories,
right?
But I'm just talking about some people that was just young and ignorant, didn't have the guidance, maybe dealing with, they might have been born with substance abuse, alcohol abuse, anything, from family, just upbringing. It was almost like they couldn't win at birth to a degree, if that makes sense. The outside raising. But then when they aged out of their criminal activity, they aged out of it while they were still incarcerated. And through COVID and all this different stuff, they wound up with pneumonias. They weren't being taken care of. I mean, it's just a ridiculous cycle. It's so sad. And you don't want to have empathy for ignorant criminals, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Back in the day, you used to have kind of like smart criminals.
But then when they aged out of it while they were still incarcerated and through COVID and all this different stuff, they wound up with pneumonias. They weren't being taken care of. I mean, it's just a ridiculous cycle. And I don't want, you don't want to have empathy for ignorant criminals, if that makes sense. Back in the day, you used to have kind of like smart criminals. Man, you can't. These brothers and sisters that's going to jail, they can't even read and write now.
Right.
So when you talk about a law library, they gonna need an advocate because they can't even read and write.
Yeah, no, it was.
But I just wanted to get some things off my chest, though. But I appreciate y'all listening.
All right, thank you,
good,
man,
good
for
luck
calling
with
in.
you all. God
Yep.
bless y'all. Thank
You
you
too,
for taking
man.
the call.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, thank you.
Oh yeah, we actually ship too. Yes. Juba 215. Yeah, we ship.
So how do you?
No, I'm sorry.
How do they order? How do they order?
Turkey bands 215. Yeah, we
Turkey
ship the
bands,
joints
so-
out. Yeah, we ship. You can order right off the DM. You can order off the DM off the Instagram, or you can order off of www.thehealthyshake.com. You can order straight from there. Send the email. I send you the menu, and we ship. Like the farthest we shipped so far was California.
And listen, and spell it out for him because they might think it's like Sheik.
Yeah,
SHAKE.
okay. It's healthyshake.com. SHEIKH.
Tell us from the jails. Who you speaking with?
My name is Robin.
Hey, Robin, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. Where you calling from?
Philly.
Okay, what part of Philly?
No, I got a question. Cause
Okay,
there's a
sure.
nigga on your podcast, right? What's his name? Thing?
Say it again.
His name Raheem. Can you ask Raheem? Does he have a brother named Reginald Fuller?
I have a brother
Because I
named.
think this is my boyfriend's brother.
Well, I have a brother named Reginald. Yes.
You have a brother named Reginald? Is your name Reginald?
No, my name is not Reginald. You say Ask Brahim, right?
You like Reginald a little bit, but go ahead.
Ask some fucking body. Do they have was their dad named Reginald Brown?
No, the dad name ain't. I really don't know who my dad is, but
Oh
I have
my
a
God.
brother named Reginald.
Not you put me on the YouTube live. This is weird.
Yeah, bro, this is live, bro. We
No,
have a
no,
live,
we
it's a
live.
podcast. Yeah.
So nobody on here has a brother named Reginald Fuller?
I don't know if his last name is Fuller, but I have a brother named Reginald. But thank you for the
interesting. That's all I wanted to know. All right, y'all have a good night.
Okay.
All right, you too.
Okay.
Little Red, shout out to Reggie.
No doubt.
What's up with your brother Reginald, yeah?
I don't know.
Wasn't he in North Carolina or something like that? Something?
No, he was never in North. How you gonna say
No,
that?
I'm saying your dad was in North Carolina, right?
Oh, my dad, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, well, just hit me up, yo. Just hit me up on the gram. Just hit me up on the gram. You can message me, and I'll send you everything that you need. Like I said, we ship out California, Georgia, Virginia. We just gotta use insulated packaging
And dry ice?
and dry ice.
Yeah.
But because I ship them frozen. You got to.
We might have to fill the fridge up in here for the guests, man, when they come through, man. That way they can,
Sure, we can
experience
do
the sour sop juice.
We could do that.
You know what I mean?
I
Like,
got you. We can
listen, y'all,
definitely do
like,
that.
listen, I ain't, I pay a pump figure, man. I ain't gonna lie, man. The juice is amazing, man. It's amazing. So make sure y'all go up there and reach out. So once again, tell them what is again?
www.thehealthyshake.com.
There you go.
That's the website.
And y'all can go get y'all shakes and y'all drinks and y'all can feel rejuvenated, sour sop, bitters, everything that you need in that one bottle right there to have you, on another level. And is it good for like workouts after workout?
Yes, I have two workout joints. Because my whole thing is I take a all natural approach to health and wellness. So I got something called Husky Shake, right? That's the one that got the 21 grams of organic plant-based protein.
Protein, okay.
That's what that got in there. Then I got a Skinny Shake, right? That's an all natural fat burner. I mean, for the post workout, after them women be hitting them treadmills and all that, I give them that. They want to continue to burn. You know what I'm saying? And that's how that work out. And I got something else here for this Philadelphia Midnight Run. The Philadelphia Midnight Run is this Saturday. I'm a vendor there.
Okay.
They got over 7,500 RSVPs.
Wow.
So they talking about this is gonna be the most epic one yet. They've been doing it for a couple years now. It's right on with the museum at and all that.
Okay.
And it's from 10 o'clock to 2 in the morning. They're gonna start running. They run off at like 11, and then it's take them like an hour to get up and back. Then it's gonna be other vendors there. They got people that's got all type of stuff there. My juices is gonna be. I'm an official vendor for that thing, and I got something called Runner's Gold for that. This is Limo, you know, you got to get this, Limo. I got you when I see you there.
Mm-hmm.
And I ain't Turner, all them. That's the Herbalife guys.
They saying the gram not popping up. Can you type it in for them, Tawfiq, so they can have it and make sure it's spelled correctly? What is it? What is it again?
Yeah, it's www.
No, your Instagram.
Oh, the Instagram _healthy shake. Somebody got it up there. Empath assistive care.
Yeah, that's Mark. That's Mark. Shout out to Mark.
Right now. Yeah, he got it. It's _healthy shake. SHEIKH.
Mm-hmm.
It's the only one that's gonna pop up. But I got this Runner's Gold, man. This is literally yellow watermelon, peach, lemon. There you go, Black. Taste that Runner's Gold, man. Go taste that Runner's Gold, man. That was made specifically for the runners, though.
I'm a runner.
Yellow
you run your
yellow
mouth.
watermelon. That's that Runner's Gold there, man.
I'm ready to run off this stage if y'all keep talking. That's what I'm ready to do. God damn.
This guy,
I didn't understand me.
Yeah. But so Saleem, man, before we get up out of here, man, once again, just to repeat for where they can find you at. And also what I want you to leave a message if you could. If this was your last time doing the podcast or speaking in front of anybody, what would be your message that you would leave? What would be your last and final message if this was your last time speaking?
This is my last _healthy shake, man. I would tap in with me. Y'all been tapping in with me though. I can't lie. The city, different states, people from state to state, they've been tapping in with me, man. All of the Muslims tapping in with me. The rappers are tapped in with me, male and female. Like just a restaurant, I got a couple restaurants that I'm in. So I just appreciate all the support as, you know, somebody who came home. It was hard for me to get employment. It was hard for me to get employment. You want to know why it's hard? Because
I know.
when they go to my background check, the first thing they see is like I got convicted of third-degree murder in 2025.
So you got to come. You have no choice but to be. But
so I started Healthy Shake. That was born in prison. That was born in prison. I was watching Food Network in jail, and that's when the juicing craze came up, probably like 10 years ago. And I was like, damn, I learned about that, then learned about Islamic remedies. That's where the black seed oil had came from. So I said, I wonder what happened if you was to combine like juicing with like black seed oil, holistic stuff, to see how that could come together. And when it was hard for me to get a job, and I got brung on boarding for a few jobs, and then once they got to my background, they see a conviction for third-degree murder in 2025, they like, well, they don't know it's from 2002 for real. You know what I'm saying? But it's making it look like it's just happened.
It's relevant.
That's crazy. So they patted you on your back on duty and it gave you that charge, not retroactive back to 2002,
right. They made it seem like it just happened last year.
They're like, oh, how did you out?
Right. But they should be asking themselves that, the employers. You know, you can't nobody convict no third-degree murder and I'll be right in front of you asking for a damn job.
Yeah.
How? So anyway.
But it gave birth to what you have. But it gave birth
to this, man. And I'm about 4,300 bottles sold now.
Congrats, man.
And I've been a year, man. And I asked Lord to increase me and increase us. I mean. I'm saying, and everybody tapping in. They continuing to tap in. I don't cut no corners with my juices, meaning no sugar, no water. I do it the right way. Got insurance. I got product liability insurance. I got Surf Save certification, so I know how to handle that food. So when you buy something off of me, just know that I'm taking all the steps I'm supposed to take.
All the measures.
So when you see me on the corner, you know, like this bull, he
got something legit going on.
He doing it the right way. He doing it the right way, man. You know, so yeah, man. I probably had one person that didn't like it, right? And that was in the beginning. When I didn't have my blend down the way I got it now.
But now
I'm saying, like it was, matter of fact, it was the Kiwi Glow. The Kiwi Glow, that's kiwi, pineapple, orange. And I was putting the whole kiwi through the juicer, right?
Yeah.
And that was making that joint, because you know, kiwis are hairy. So that was what caused the person to gag.
Wow.
Right? He gagged over it. I didn't know no better.
Yeah.
I didn't know. I was just starting out.
Trial and error.
So I said, you know what? Hold on. I gotta cut them keys. Let me cut the skin off the keys.
And then, exactly.
And that's that joint took off. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, I know what I'm doing with these juices. I always say, man, Allah bless me with the blend.
Shout out
Allah
to
bless
you,
me
man.
with the blend, man.
So I want to thank you, man. For coming on the podcast and being up here and sharing the stage with us, man. I want to thank you, man. And
I second that.
Yeah, and I want to tell you, man, just keep pushing, man. Anything we can do. Anything we can do to support you, man. We definitely gonna do that, man. Like I said, we want to get some juices here for the studio. If anybody want to come through,
in here. I gotta put a cool in here.
Yeah, appreciate that, man.
Gotta put a cool in here for them, man. So they can come here whenever they come. They get the juices. And Kayan's mom, she just got home. How old are you? I'm 44. I'm 44. They be thinking I'm still young because I know I got locked up when I was young. That's when I was, prison would preserve you. I don't look like I'm 44, but prison just preserve you if you ain't up there getting high. You ain't up there getting high. You doing what you supposed to do. You gonna come home preserved. I'm preserved. Alhamdulillah.
So I want to say one last thing before we get up out of here, y'all. I want to thank y'all, man. Also for supporting us on all these platforms: Apple Podcasts, Spotify, iHeartRadio. Our podcast is actually gaining some momentum. We're all over the United States. We're in Canada, the UK. Different countries are actually tuning in and tapping into Tales from the Jails. But it all started with y'all support, man. I want to thank y'all for tuning into what we have going on. Once again, I want to thank you, man, Lean, for coming through, man, and sharing your story. Your story was a major story. Not only was this a major story, this was showed, triumph and showed resilience. And sometimes people lose that. Right. And if you out here on the streets and you going through some type of thing, just think about these stories we bring up here. We had a young brother yesterday, he had somebody today. These stories are real stories.
Yesterday, but yeah.
Yeah, well, a young man, rather, he's up here sharing this story. And,
he wasn't young, though. You keep saying young man. Okay. He's an older gentleman.
Okay, older gentleman, a brother up here who shared his story. These is real life stories to deter people from going to jail. I know it sounds interesting and it's funny at times. We up here laughing and joking, but, prison is a real serious thing. Both of these brothers together did 40 years in jail or more. You know what I mean? So
for 40 piece.
We here. Remember, y'all stay free and stay safe. Then you want to say, young, before we get up out of here?
Think. It only takes 2 to 3 seconds, man, to think on something just a little bit longer that could either cause your life to be ruined or save you from what you was thinking about. That's it. 3 to 5 seconds just to give it an extra thought, whatever it is. Whatever it is. That's all I ask.
Yeah, and I want to thank y'all once again for tuning in, man. Don't forget to follow us on all platforms, TikTok, Instagram. You're on YouTube with us right here today, man. We are available on all platforms. Also, the merch is, the link is going to be available for the merch tomorrow. Y'all can go get y'all merch, y'all hats and shirts.
Okay.
We up out of here, man. We thank